Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Happy Saturday or Sunday, whatever you may be. Hope everyone's having a good weekend again. My weekend is going great. Kicked off really strongly Friday. If y'all didn't see the Discord, I made a huge poll. On Uma Musume. I was like, you know what? If we can get her, hey, that'd be great. If we can get her, that'd be great. Got her on a poll. Got her on a single poll. I'm like, it's money time. Money time. Money time. It's icy. Yo! Back to back. Yo! Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Equinox, same thing. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. And Long Boy. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you are all having a good weekend so far. Hope you guys are enjoying your time off. If you are off, I hope you are staying safe and enjoying your life so far. Again, I made really good headway on content last night. I am very pleased so far with how everything's coming along. And yeah, I still can't say nothing yet, but I will let y'all know it's moving. All right, the train is getting ready to depart. I still have to build. I'm still building the railroad tracks. Still making sure everything's. Got to make sure everything's good, making sure all that's ready to roll, but I can't wait. And I'm taking pictures along the way for this journey, and again, I can't wait for y'all to see it. But yes, I'm glad that I am doing this, and I'm glad that I am in this journey right now. But enough of that. We got to try to make some good headway in Selena's chapter. So far, I am very curious on how this is gonna go or how it's gonna end. Because one, I don't know how Selena knows timelines, so that in itself, right off the rip, shows me like, okay, something's up. Poppin, did you know Discord is the only A rank? Wait, oh, you have me tripping for a minute. Is the only A rank with a time stopper? Really? Is she really? That's a first. That's crap. Whoa, that's a first. Because I don't think any of the A rankers are have a timestamp like that. Which is in that on itself is wild. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get into this chapter. I want to see what happens. We only got 18 episodes. I'm going to attempt to get it done today. We're gonna see. Since I've got to change my oil today, so that'll be fun. And then I'm thinking about cleaning my car. But after that, it's straight working on content again. I got another full day, another full day jam packed with content for me on the back end. But I'm hoping to make some good headway with that. And then tomorrow, I ain't doing shit tomorrow. I'm literally just going to be going up in the living room on my couch, sitting my ass there all day. I won't be doing nothing. Like, I'm gonna be trying to catch up on anime. Right now, I am trying to catch up on Toilet Bound Hanako. I think I'm on episode 15 or 16. No, I take that back. I'm on episode 14, season 2. And then I gotta get caught up on One Piece again. I'm like 10 episodes behind on it, but that's not terrible. Not terrible compared to where I was when I first started it. I'm not mad at it. All right, I'm gonna mute my. Oh yeah, also, okay, we'll make a quick announcement too before we get started. Now, the reason why I decided to stop streaming to Kick, there were some comments. I actually ended up switching it to emotes. I don't know if it ended up getting picked up or not. I talked to Niza about it, or yeah, I talked to Niza, one of my vice commanders, about it last night when he was helping me out with some stuff, and some comments were said, inappropriate comments were said, but I don't think they got picked up on the actual interface of what I have. And I was like, you know what? We're not gonna do that. We're just We're not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna bring that into my community. That's not necessary, nor is it warranted, nor needed. And on top of that, I gave Kick a shot. I did. I was on streaming from Kick. Oh God, how long has it been? How long has it been? Was I streaming on Kick for? We're gonna look really quick before I get started. So that way y'all know like they ain't doing this out of the blue. Like this is. We gave her a shot. We gave her a go at it, but you know, that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this life, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, I don't say that often. You gotta be able to make pivots, and that's exactly what I'm doing, making a pivot. Okay, let us see. How long has it been since I've been streaming on Kick? Well, it's been well over 3 months, I believe. Still looking real quick. Hold on. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're going longer than that. Where's it at? Oh, I think I found it. I believe it was 3 months ago. I want to say it was 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Yeah. 3 months. So we gave it about 3 months. You know, that's 90. That's a good. Oh no, man! I found it. No, I take that back. 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I announced that I would be streaming on Kick. So you know, we gave it some time. We gave it some time. We gave well over 90 days. We gave over 120 days. 120 days on us trying to get that going on there. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. I ain't too mad about it. You know what I'm gonna be doing though? I will be streaming to Twitch. Probably not now because I want to, like I said in the post, I want to focus more on the YouTube part of it. But eventually, I would like to stream to Twitch. I'm gonna realistically look at it probably around sometime in January next year. So it's in the near future, but like I said, I'm not really in a rush either. So I just wanna enjoy my time here. But like I said, we gave Kick a try, but I'm also not gonna bring that type of stuff in my community. I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't want it. It's not needed, nor is it wanted, and I don't want to make y'all uncomfortable like that. So we ain't gonna do it. All right, let me read this and then we'll get started. I love how Liv got her first attacker frame before we get a new dark tank. Yes, Karenina can still ring in the trophy as the longest or tied with the longest something along with like the longest frame so far, I believe. In fairness, Lightning Team is due for some replacement. Yeah, Crimson Weave has been there for a minute, but she's been doing what she needed. Dark Team is kind of stacked with Lilith and Bianca right now. Lightning Team is just Nanami carrying. Oh, I thought you said Nanami carrying. Nanami carrying. Yes, yes indeed. Dark Team lacks Shred because Darren isn't good compared to the other tanks that we have. She can't keep getting away with this. I don't mind. Another day for Karenina to be in there's another good day for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get into this story. We are on episode 3. Straightforwardness. Here we go. Oh yeah, she made a big old painting, but we like don't know. She doesn't know who it is, but we're like drawn attached to it for some reason. Darren legit been better for over 34 patches. Darren, you're saying Darren? I'm like, who? It's Karen. I see what you mean now. I see what you're doing. All right, here we go. In her private studio, Isla grabs her wrist and tears herself away from the canvas. It's not because she ever sketched, but a sense that something is wrong. Poppin' P, are you alright? Isla's voice fades in and out. Sweat covers your body as you focus on your own condition instead of the canvas. Your consciousness jumps up and down until it finally restores the edge of your form, stabilizing you. These are very clear symptoms of overexertion. The test shows no other problems, so I won't give you any meds. Just rest is most effective. Take some time off if you can. The Star of Life doctor continuously scrolls through the rest of the test reports on the screen, offering reassurance. It's not overwork or fatigue. Neither mental nor physical exhaustion would cause a reaction like this. I would have said we should know our body more than anything. You know your body more than anyone else, ladies and gentlemen. Something's wrong. Is it the sound? Wait. Someone knows something's wrong. Is it the sound I'm hearing? Or the images I'm seeing? You look up again. The blank place on the canvas shifts in your vision and seems tangible and elusive at the same time. You take out the fresh writing paper on the moment you close the cabinet. Your emotion is fluid, as if closing the mail cabinet and writing a reply to someone is a habit, an instinct, a natural consequence of countless repetitions. But as the pen meets paper, discomfort makes your hand freeze, even though you've already known the opening lines, you just need to write them down. There's an emotion that I have forgotten, but my body remembers. Pop and pee. Isla's voice becomes a bit clearer. She's reaching out to me, showing concern for me. The emotion, care in her tone defines my sense of self. The emotional experience fades. Things lie on the chopping board of rationality. Just as the blade of scrutiny is about to fall, they strove to take the concrete form again. Something I don't know about is happening. My perception has blind spots. The problem is with me. I'm fine, Kamina. It's just I had a strange feeling just now. It felt a little weird. Something has been forgotten. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, there ain't no way we forget. Like, well, clearly something's happening on the back end that we do not know. But I do feel like I even said in the last stream that something was missing here. We're doing like someone's doing something. Don't know what, but someone's doing something. No. Perhaps the problem isn't just with me, but with us. With some larger concept altogether. You reach to the conclusion, and your spirit and flesh become calm again. The unknown is the ultimate fear, yet when trouble shows up on the tip of the ocean's surface, past experiences become the best sedative. No disturbances of consciousness can shake a commandant on active duty. Wow, I almost said duty. Isla. You abruptly look up, sweat dripping down from your face. Your gaze fixes on Isla. Yes? Take a photo of this canvas. We're going to the Star of Life. Sure. You pull out your terminal and book a session at the Star of Life while explaining to a confused Isla who trusts your judgment. A few days ago, I started experiencing symptoms similar to war trauma. The doctor said it was just fatigue. But at the Opera House, I experienced hallucinations. I dismissed them as a one-time occurrence, but now... This canvas triggered it again, didn't it? What did you see, or rather, what did you remember? I didn't see anything, nor did I remember anything. However... You raise your right hand toward Isla, your fingertips still stained with pain from the canvas. Your body reacted before you noticed. I see. However, it would make more sense if it only triggered hallucinations. But this time you were consciously compelled to act, suggesting that the stimulus is stronger and affecting you more deeply. Isla puts down her camera and steps back to look at the canvas, only to realize something isn't right. But this painting is inspired by scenes from my own mind. Yes, that's exactly why you need to get examined as well. You hand over your terminal with a blank medical appointment form for Isla to verify. We need to figure out what's really happening. Line spacing 0. The pristine white doctor and scent of anesthetic created a reassuring atmosphere for every visitor. You arrive at the Star of Life with Isla and spot several familiar faces before you even reach the reception. I usually wouldn't say this, but since that I've seen it, I have to say that you've crossed the line. What the fuck did we cross? The Star of Life is a place for healing and saving lives, not a tool for covering up your messes.
Oh, of course. I completely agree. Where else is Babylonia could you find a cleaner place than this? But what we're doing is also a form of treatment. Some troubles on the surface can be fixed with a bit of money. What if it happens in space?
Collins taps his foot on the floor, his tone overflowing with a sincerity that seems to come from the heart.
That's not a sight anyone would want to see.
Medical practice require a license and treatments must follow protocols.
Oh, of course. Everything we're doing is within the scope of medical protocols.
Colin's smile stays intact as he passes the conversation to the man behind him. The silence lasts only a few seconds before Hippocrates reluctantly hands over what appears to be an official notice, which Asimov takes and signs. You know about this? Yes and no. They move too quickly. Asimov hesitates as if waiting to explain something, but just lets out a sigh. You know, I've never been able to figure out how they think, and I don't want to waste time trying, but I'll keep a closer eye from now on. If you say so. Then let's go. Attending physician Collins will show you Babylonia's illness.
Oh, you must be joking. Hasn't he already been cleared? I'm here to offer condolences and compensation.
To show his sincerity, Colin produces a basket of gifts, with the most expensive item being an anomalous credit card chip nestled among the flowers. Hippocrates responds with a grunt, shoves his hand back into his pockets, and turns to leave. Her pockets. The two walk away while Asimov remains still. Asimov, what happened? Pop and P. Startled, Asimov looks up and tucks his pen back into its collar. His tone shows mild irritation. A minor issue with the Science Council. The Control Court has taken several researchers in for questioning. The Control Court? Not Colonel? They're involved, but they weren't the cause. Asimov paused briefly, thinking about whether to explain further. Discrepancies between the actual results and what was reported were found for a project at one of the Science Council's research institutes. So, the Control Court intervened under counter-espionage and confidentiality breach regulations. Sounds like standard procedure then. But Colonel doesn't see it that way. They've interpreted the Control Court's crackdown on the Science Council as a predetermined collaboration. I don't understand. Why would Colonel intercept the Control Court's attack as cooperation? Fuck. Still trying to wake up. The Control Court confronts the Science Council, and their investigation extends to other projects in the process. Colonel's projects get accidentally caught up in this. That's what they're worried about. How exactly does all this relate? The reasoning seems a bit off. Because this isn't the first time. Colonel secretly interfering with the Science Council research projects is nothing new. The Control Court and Science Council responding or to retaliating against such actions is also common. I don't like getting involved in these political games, but... Did they cross the line this time? Asimov burrows furrow together, showing he's in deep in thought. To prove their innocence, they started treating all involved researchers as criminals during interrogations. The worst suffered severe psychological trauma that the Control Court-owned medicals team couldn't handle, so they transferred them to the Star of Life. The worst suffered severe... Okay. Sounds very much like what they were trying to destroy evidence. That's what I thought too, but... Colonel released recordings of the entire process. And this time they were generally innocent, so of course they made a point of being open about the investigation. Besides, the incident is very unusual. Asimov's expression grows increasingly serious as he delves into the details. There was a glaring, inexplicable gap in the project's research progression, like a skyscraper that appeared out of thin air. The project's last technology has been implanted on several frames and even deployed on a small cycle, yet the most recent batch of experimental results was only produced last month. But the earlier debridation process and prototype technology seemed to have been vanished. Did they not notice anything unusual? No. Project members' reactions to this question were so consistent that they seemed like more of a rehearsed performance than a coordinated cover-up. Completely ignorance, bewilderment, and excuses. Even the sequence of their reactions was nearly identical across the board. Asimov rose far even deeper.
This has left every investigator confused, so they drew the simplest conclusion that the researchers sold their findings and then falsified their progression reports.
What if their goal was to steal and sell classified information? It makes no sense. Why would they implement on the research results?
And this is another point that the investigation fails to explain. Something must have gone wrong, but neither the control court nor colonel have given me time to figure it out. It's simple. Without one, two cannot be. There cannot be two. Without materials and a malfunctioning manufacturing process, there will not be a finished product.
Asimov's words coherently connect several abstract concepts.
Isla.
You pull out the letters you discovered in the cabinet. They have recipients and broken sax wheels. Letters that are just like the finished products, but the paper inside is completely blank. It sounds a bit far-fetched, but
Looks like you've run into trouble as well.
that's why Papa P and I came to the Star of Life. Asimov, does this project have any connection to the WGAA?
I don't know your situation, but this project has nothing to do with the WGAA. It's military research, primarily for the battlefield. They study Temerian energy, which you should know about.
Isn't that isn't that what Bridget's chapter was about? Asimov pauses for a moment before continuing.
The project's official code name is ABES. Its predecessor was the research institution from the Golden Age called the ABES Research Institute. Does what happened to you have anything to do with this name?
You exchange a look with Isla, both shaking your heads. Isla is about to say something when a cold electronic voice sounds in the lobby. It's their scheduled consultation. Okay, that was interesting of an episode. Episode 4, Protagonist. Doors open with a click as you and Isla exit from 2 different rooms. Neither of the 2 consciousness connections produce symptom patterns similar to what you described during the test. We've sped up the process, but patients show physical functions. Mind and mind beacon stability levels are above the safety thresholds. Your conversations have been sent to our psychological department for analysis, but don't need to interview your friends, family, and colleagues before forming a conclusion. Holy shit. This process will take 3 to 4 business days. Our preliminary diagnosis indicates mass conversion disorder. The doctor delivers the results in a monotone, then sets down the paper to add more information. For most patients, the diagnostic process would end here, but because it's Papa P, we'll follow up. Considering your previous reports, I'm inclined to believe this finding is meaningless. Ouch. You don't believe your own preliminary diagnosis? In my professional opinion, except for the extremely rare cases, of course, I don't mean to speak ill of any patient. The doctor smiles in an apology, makes a gesture as if trying to take back the inappropriate comment, but becomes serious again. Line spacing 0. That's what's confusing me. I don't know what the fuck this line spacing 0 is. But we'll find out, I'm sure. Apart from the handful of cases, I've never seen any other Commandant exhibit similar psychological symptoms in their daily lives. A Commandant can still fall ill or have physical and mental health issues, other than may have psychological issues, but nothing really as severe as what you described. And we haven't detected any signs of infection, so... Thank you for your honesty, Doctor. Keep it in mind? Okay. Well, I saw we were in line spacing 1, and then we went back to line spacing 0 again. So we're kind of going back between those 2 right now. I might not agree, but your status as an elite combat squad still takes priority over your status as a patient. Really? Even if others have doubts, I won't say it. I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to reassure my patients. That's a good doctor right there. But you need assistance instead of reassurance. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Don't worry. Just leave the rest to us. The doctor shakes her head, gathers the examination forms, and leaves the room. As she exits, Asimov enters. Is the examination over? Oh, you're actually still here. There's no evidence linking to what happened with you to the Science Council incidents, but I'm still concerned about your condition. The Science Council is responsible for all Commandant's mental well-being, as it all directly affects the stability of your mind beacon. I know the general situation now. What would you like to do next? Isla, what do you think?
Is that okay with you?
It's alright. This is about Poppy P, so don't worry too much about me. Well, I mean, okay, but it's also about you.
Right. Well, let's start by physically examining the painting and the letter. We need to help trace evidence analysis and authentication techniques.
Okay. Asimov immediately accepts. It's clear he's already had this in his mind, but was waiting for you to confirm his guess. The samples need to be private, so we'll assign technicians who are familiar with you both. We'll ensure the safety of your both objects. We'll ensure the safety of your objects during the examination. Swang! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend. How are you? Hope you're having a good one. We're just in time. We just started episode 4 of Selena's chapter. Slow burn, but I think it'll pick up probably once we get probably in these next 2 episodes. It'll probably pick up. But other than that, it's going good so far. We're making some good progress. I'm hoping to at least I'm hoping to, if not beat it today, or get very close to beating it today. There we go. He extends his hand toward you as he says this.
I'll leave it to you then.
You take the letter from your pocket and hand it to Asimov. After parting, you leave the Star of Life with Isla. Everything's fine, just kind of tired because I had a night shift. I do not like night shift. But I've done line 2. So now we're on line 2. Line 2 now. Night shift was never fun for me. I absolutely did not enjoy doing night shift. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I had to do what I had to do back then. So, but I hope it's all going well. If you're tired, man, go get some rest. Go get some rest. You don't gotta be up. You don't gotta be staying up for me. I would rather you get some rest and knowing that you're gonna be sleeping well. All right. So now we have Selena back. Interesting. At the villa's entrance, a weathered mailbox creaks in the wind as Iris reaches in to pull out a letter. The sharp edges leave Iris' fingertip unscathed, yet the sharp sensation reminds her of her exhaustion. Also a bit sad because Alpha gonna be replaced by Lightning Attacker, damn. Yeah, but that also means that she has the potential to get another frame. We gonna see. There's potential. You gotta look at the positives. Can't be too sad about it now. These lapses in attention are occurring more frequently. It's not a good sign. Iris shakes her head and opens the letter. Rows of delicate, elegant cursive in royal blue ink flow across the page with confidence. You never see cursive written nowadays. The multilateral trade agreement has been signed at the Mirror Sea Twin Towers and officially implemented. The peace operation conducted by the Tuca Independent Guard along with the maintenance coastline has concluded. 709th Mechanoid Brigade of the United Government has entered the Roro Rainforest in accordance with the Joint Security Regulations and the New Earth Codex, Roro United Government section. Each line's read like a brief report, with items arranged chronologically. Anyone can find all of this information with a quick search, even most of the details have been made public. The letter doesn't provide any additional details. Yet Iris sighs with relief after reading it. She carefully folds the letter, tucks it into her pocket, and walks back to the villa. In the villa's living room, Dandelion and Jonathan sit at the opposite ends of the coffee table. Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie either. This dude reminds me of, it was Han Ying's chapter. Wait, yeah, this is the same dude. This has to be the same dude. No. Yeah. Has to be. He's got the same face as the guy from Han Ying's floating record. Forgot the dude's name. I believe it was also Jonathan. Or, yeah. Why am I saying Jonathan? It's Jonathan. Jonathan. It's Jonathan. He looks damn near like the same dude. In Han Ying's floating record, where we first met Veronica. Yeah, it just kind of makes sense because Alpha being a lightning DPS for like what 2 years in global. I believe so. I believe she was in the running for 2 years, which is not bad, not bad at all. But you know, with the synchronization patch, it had to come. It was creeping. It was not gonna do it. But now that everyone's gonna be in Kumbaya in the same patch release, most of the constructs and frames should be lasting longer now, which will be nice. Alright, here we go. The conversation is serious yet odd. Dandelion wears a grave expression while Jonathan looks confused. And then what? There is no and then. That's all it is to know about why you were attacked at the Opera House. Do you have any questions? I know what I just said might sound a bit absurd. I just have one question. Are you finished? Like, that speedy recital of my identity in the car. Are you done with your rigorous, precise, and informative explanation? Yes? Did I leave anything out? No. I mean, what you've been saying must have been some science fiction to set out the mood. Like how a judge always says a few translational words before announcing the verdict. Jonathan rests his elbow on his knees, hands clasped over his nose and lips. His legs bounces nervously before he takes a deep breath and drops the hands to his sides. For instance, the truth could be that I work for the United Government, helping revise the articles of the New Earth Codex. A group of dissatisfied civilians have targeted me, most of the victims of the peace operation. They oppose the United Government and don't want to see the New Earth Codex implemented, so they plan to attack. Jonathan's analysis is logical and clear. The conclusion is the worst-case scenario in his mind when he accepted the job. When humans' imagination has its limit, trouble does not. Jonathan, this isn't a courtroom, and we're not a jury playing make-believers. Do you really think that what happened is something ordinary people or the military, these special organizations could carry out? Jonathan opens his mouth, but nothing comes up. He stands up and freezes before swallowing his words. Anger of losing control is unfamiliar to Jonathan or any lawyer. So you're saying that whoever's targeting me isn't a civilian organization nor an armed group opposing the United Government, but rather someone with supernatural powers who can travel through time, someone who could easily cause mass destruction. Okay, so how did we get from the... So now it's time travel. Nice. Okay. Jonathan pauses, desperately searching through the knowledge for anything similar. A criminal who still committed crimes. Dandelion nods in silence. What is your goal? Why target me? Is it because I have the ability to convict the Nora Luea someday for crimes against humanity? It is far more than that. Your pen has the power to change the world, Mr. Jonathan. Iris' voice comes in from behind. She's leaning on the wall next to the stairs, tendering to her hand wounds. Hey. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some rest. All good. Go get some rest. Have a good stream. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you around. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on with this chapter. You can change history. Without you, the New Earth Codex between the United Government and Bane, local government would fail. This would hinder multiple United Government initiatives as for Bane. Iris has a glance at Dandelion and pauses a bit. Bane will also be incorporated into the United Government's peace operation mission. Jonathan stares at the glass on the table in silence, then gives a self-mocking smile. You make it sound like I'm saving the world. No, my duty is to ensure that history moves along with its original path. What difference? Are you suggesting something? What are you suggesting, Selena? Jonathan looks around, his gaze settling on Iris's bandaged hand. Vehicle, safe house, essential documents. This isn't your first operation. Is the protection mission that keeps repeating, or the battles with Nora Luea? Oh, he's smart with that, I'll give him that. Does that mean anything to you, Mr. Jonathan? Iris wants to change the topic, but Jonathan reads something from her brief silence. I was gonna say, you give someone just a little bit of leeway who's got perception like that. They gon' pick it up. This rhetorical question doesn't align with her demeanor and words. Avoidance and reluctance are two different things. Fine, the truth is always more complex with words on paper. I get it. I mean, we're dealing with time travel. What about your identity? Surely you could explain that, even if it's just a story. A group of guardians hidden in the shadows, an organization that maintains historical stability. I'm afraid none of that exists. What you see is all there is. This is not time for jokes. The whole fighting alone on this rule thing only happens in superhero movies. Just the three of us against that mastermind behind an attacker that'll scale today. To be precise, it's only Iris. Jonathan looks toward Dandelion, who tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. Like you, I'm an ordinary person. Iris saved me and I want to do something in return.
Can't we ask for help, like sharing Luea's file and the United Government to get the military involved?
These weapons of this era can hardly pose a threat to Luea, and sharing information would only create more complications. At that point, Luea wouldn't even need to make a move. The future would already be altered.
What would happen if it changes? The world ends?
The world ends. Iris calmly looks at Jonathan in silence. If the prisoner finds a way out before the prison is sealed, all efforts will be in vain and the world will vanish into one final echo. But she has no other solution, nor can she tell these two. Okay, so basically, Luea is like is getting ready to break prison. Selena's the warden, trying to keep her out, trying to keep her in the prison, because if she goes away and breaks out of the prison, the world is done. We cooked. Good morning, people. How are you feeling? Hey, Dragon Destroyer. I'm also sorry I went to help figure out what happened with the notification stuff. There should be plenty of videos on it. Yeah, I'll have to look up more videos on it today. When we get done here. But I hope you're having a good weekend, Dragon Destroyer. You're just in time. We're learning a little bit more lore about what's happening so far. I guess Nora, the woman who's right there, I'm guessing, is trying to time travel. But I have a feeling she's trying to break out of that. And Selena, being the warden, has to go and save that and stop that. Time travel prison. That's what it sounds like. That's what it's sounding like right now. Is that she's trying to make her way out of wherever she's at through timeline, or through jumping to a timeline, maybe. I don't know, something with traveling time, and Selena's kind of just trailing her right now. So very, very interesting.
Fine, you don't need to say anything. I can tell from your expression that the outcome would be catastrophic.
I understand how you feel. Perhaps you need some time to process this. Don't worry, we'll protect you until you reach Bane and finish your work.
With that said, I return to go upstairs.
Well, Jonathan turns his head to see Dandelion hiding half of her face behind a book. Why don't we take a look at Bane's history first? Jonathan reaches for the book, and with a sigh, only the quiet sound of pages turning remains in the villa. Oh boy, we better get some crazy backstory now. Alright, episode 5, Faceless. My weekend is pretty good so far. Thanks for asking. I'm getting ready to sleep because I haven't slept yet due to work reasons, but I wanted to show up here and be with you guys. Hey, all good, but you gotta get some sleep. Your sleep is important. Two most important things are your sleep and your time. Those are very important. You gotta have some sleep. So go get some sleep. We'll be good. We will be good. Go catch up on your sleep. Here we go. Iris returns to her room, where letters she retrieved from the mailbox lie spread across her table. She pulls out the letter paper, casually stacking them before picking up her pen. Elegant royal blue ink flows across the page. Bane has signed the New Earth Codex, ending in the successful journey. Well then, we will have notes slid to the bottom of the staff, and the distance from the main line with width will be optimal length of the slash. The closed loop will set forth a change of events, and our sending messages via letters may no longer be viable.
Whoa, hold on now.
You must ensure the viability of the remaining option during your journey.
Interesting.
The flow of ink stops here. Iris hesitates before adding an emotional line. The critical point for the slash is close and must be secured. The critical point for... hold on, what is she talking about here? Iris blows the ink dry, slips the letter into an envelope, and stamps it with a wax seal. She lets out a long sigh. She pulls out a blank piece of paper, carefully lays it on the desk, and leans back against her chair. Her expression softens, the seriousness from earlier when she spoke of Luea, and her calm, composed front begins to disappear. Her gaze travels beyond this piece of paper, the room, and even the horizon. Suddenly, Iris chuckles softly. For her smile! Oh! Hold on! What you mad about? How about you? Her writing flows with tranquility. each stroke soft and tender. Even the air in the room seems to have lightened. After a long while, the sound of her pen running on paper ceases as the letter is finally done. Looking at these words, Iris is reading it over and over again. As if reading it countless times might allow her to hear the recipient's gentle voice replying in her ear. Finally, Iris makes herself stop, knowing that indulging in such comfort only makes the long journey ahead more difficult. Hey, she picks up her violin and the bow dances across the strings. As the music fills the air, the letter begins to dance. Drawn by an unseen force, it bundles into a tight ball, then unfolds like a germinating seed and grows into a flower. And yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep very soon. As I just hit the bed. Oh yeah, you're gonna be knocked out here in a couple minutes then. Give it a couple minutes, you're gonna be knocked out. A pale blue glow creeps up on the paper flower, then vanishes with one last note as if it were never there at all. Inside the villa, Dandelion sits beside Jonathan, who, with documents spread across the table, patiently explaining everything. So she's just out there dancing and doing her thing while they're having a conversation talking about history. Due to their troubled history, the people of Bane are particularly sensitive to certain ideas of the New Earth Codex. A prime example is the Northern Territory incident, which has profound impact on Bane's social climate and public consciousness. If we want to advance the protocol, these sections should... Jonathan? The man has his eyes on the text, but his mind is wandering. He snaps the book shut, and the loud noise startles Dandelion. Am I making it dry? If you're not interested in this part, we could... Your eloquence? What? Eloquence? In tone, I far more pleasant than the cold legal articles, but... Jonathan calmly finishes the thought that Dandelion didn't finish. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm not interested. Dandelion, have you ever been to court? No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a content writer who reads some legal documents after learning about my mission. Do you know what lawyers typically do when they get a trial they're going to lose? Dandelion knows what Jonathan's trying to say and furrows her brow, but realizes she's not in a position to refute him. So she speaks calmly, her tone more like a plea than a confrontation. Are you gonna run away, Jonathan? No, I have always faced things head-on in my past. My win rate is 100%, not even 80. I've never cared about the stats. Once I take a case, I see it through to the end, no exceptions. Because I believe my presence is necessary for the court in the case, but in this situation, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not even part of the court. Jonathan looks at the helm with the cloths. There's a tear from his escape from the Dionys Theater. I'm just a courtroom evidence used to be used against Nora Luea, who was facing death. I'm just a piece of evidence, one of many. Nora Luea wants me dead because my death would alter the United Government's future direction. Iris wants me alive because I can assure Bane signs the new Earth Codex. I'm important, but they don't value me. They only care about the agreement. Iris isn't like that. She's not someone who only cares about results. Otherwise, she wouldn't have saved me. Perhaps. The Iris you described does match her words and demeanor. I don't know her past, but her attitude just now. I know it all too well. I don't get what you mean. She's like a lawyer whose case is approaching its verdict, so she needs to focus on preparing for the materials for the court hearing. I can't see the full scope of this case. If we lose, the defendant will destroy not only the plaintiff and the lawyer, but also the evidence and even the entire court. But from what or what you've told me, I can tell that Nora Luea follows just two rules: destruction and murder. These alone make up her entire legal code. Distributing history, mixing up time, what exactly does she want? I can't figure it out, and you don't have an answer. But none of that, but no matter how I look at it, I cannot participate in a case for such a lack of transparency and high risk. If you give up here, Bane will... Dandelion presses her lips together, her eyes filled with a silent plea. Earlier, when Iris mentioned the possibility that the peace operation would include Bane, she glanced at Dandelion, giving Jonathan a clue to Dandelion's identity. Dandelion is from Bane, which explained why she's willingly becoming involved after Iris saved her. But Jonathan is not. For his identity as a lawyer, he is more of an ordinary person. I'm sorry. He places the book on Dandelion's lap, stands up and takes out his phone, apologizing as he dials a number. I'm very grateful for your help. If you need any legal consultation in the future, you're welcome to find me free of charge. If you need money, give me an account number. I'll donate half of my law and firm's liquid assets to you immediately. But now, What, is he fucking double-crossing us? Or you guys? With a soft beat, the call connects. Jonathan silently mouths to Dandelion, I should go. This is Jonathan, a registered lawyer with the United Government Legal Affairs Department. Due to personal reasons, I cannot continue with the current task assigned by the department. Please help me initiate my termination process. The system shows you are currently involved in a Bain legal code research project. You will be traveling to Bain with the legal affirmative delegation next week. Would you like to end this test now? Wait a minute, hold on. Bain legal code process and will traveling to Bain. Okay. Jonathan holds the phone and gives a slight nod after exchanging glances with Dandelion. Yes. Understood. I have processed your request. You'll need to complete some additional steps. We will contact you again by phone. Thank you for your help. Jonathan hangs up and avoids Dandelion's gaze, bending down to pack his clothes instead. Footsteps approach as Iris returns to the living room, her wounds not properly treated. Looks like Mr. Jonathan and Dandelion didn't reach an agreement. This is my fault. I'm selfish. I hope you don't regret saving me. Nobody should regret saving someone's life, regardless of what happens. But running away won't solve anything. As long as you're still in charge, Luea won't let you go. I've already given up on the task assigned to me by the United Government, though I know it's not the right to pass this disaster on to someone else. Jonathan's hands freeze as he buttons his sleeve. But I'm innocent too. You're missing my point. If things could be changed so easily, Luea and I wouldn't be at this standoff right now. Iris glances at the phone Jonathan's still clutches in his hand. The world has inertia. It naturally stays on the established path, and changes that comes with a price. As if to validate Iris' words, Jonathan's phone rings. Joe, were you in trouble? I ran into something at the Dyer's Theater. Jonathan looks up at the two. We were attacked by an armed organization. The resolve is to stop Bain from citing the New Earth Codex is far beyond what we imagined. Joe, I know this is hard for you, but someone has to finish this. The New Earth Codex is a massive undertaking. The Legal Affairs Office of the United Government has no other option left. Even I am already on a plane. I won't appeal to some grand cause to persuade you, but the world is changing. Once you're caught up in it, it's difficult to walk away. You've been a member of the United Government for so long and part of their peacekeeping operations. Aren't you familiar with their methods by now? Jonathan's face instantly darkens. Think it over again, Joe. It's not just for others, but it's also for yourself. Thank you for your reminder. Jonathan abruptly ends the call. Before he can even process his emotions, his light phones up again. It's a text message from the United Government. Each word hides a threat behind respect. Iris sighs before she can speak, and knock on the door breaks the silence. What, are they gonna silence him? Hello? Hello? Is this Unit 6? Which one of you is Iris? I have something for you. Iris takes the envelope from the familiar texture, sends a wave of unease through her. The blurred handwriting appears steady, but the hurried strokes between the lines reveal it is written in haste. Unknown tag, witness proposed metal giant. You look terrible. She's found the loophole. She's fighting back. Who? Oh boy. The ground trembles for a second before Dandelion can finish. Iris turns her head, her mechanical pupils start adjusting, and she sees something in the distance. Nora Luea, she's here. Oh wow. Line spacing is 0. Okay, so we're on two different fronts here right now. The next day, you follow a message on your terminal and arrive at the information center at the same district as the dormitory. The usual bustling building is now temporarily closed. A few people who come up click their tongues in disappointment and walk away. Good morning, Commandant.
What's going on here?
You walk into the building with Isla after going around the barriers. Last night, the Forcenetic departments ran 3 thorough tests on your letter. They did not find anything. As for the painting, our last clue, it gave leads that are too vague, so they decided to involve information technology specialist.
Why all the fuss for some specialist then?
It's not some specialist, but the solution they're working on. Isla blinks, takes out a terminal, and taps it a few times before reciting the text. We've decided to extract your painting into different conceptual data sets based on 3 disciplinaries: art, medicine, and forensic analysis. These conceptual data will be sent and then be transferred into the various keywords used into search throughout Babylonia to find matching content.
Is there a version of that in plain language?
I'd like one too. As she finishes speaking, the terminal chimes and auto connects before she can touch it. Why is Teddy back in her old fucking thing again? The plain version is we're digitalizing the painting to figure out why you both uncomfortable and see if anyone else reacts to it. The search scope is huge, filtering the scattered data is complicated, so we booked this place as our temporary workspace. Also, the voice goes quiet for a moment. A heavy breathing sound follows as the speaker is leaning in closer. You both came without breakfast? We're back in the past after all. True. Yeah, I forgot. We are in the back of the past. I forgot about that. You enter the information center server room and sees a row of wide monitoring lining the walls. Data cascaded down the screens like waterfall, or subtle beeps of hum rhythmically. At the control console, the petite figure is curled up in an oversized chair with a vacant stare. She looks more like an employee who's pulled an all-nighter rather than a construct.
How are you feeling?
Horrible. Teddy rolls her eyes. All-nighters might not be nothing new, but staring at endless streams of data is clearly more tiring than playing Ultimate Bear Brawl in a dormitory. A rhythmic notification chimes in harmony as with your terminal alerts. Your order to 2 cherry-flavored electro hot drinks and 1 cherry-flavored milk tea has been accepted. The vendor is preparing your order.
There's no need to hack into my terminal. I could have ordered that for you.
Because it makes me look more professional. Plus, it helps me blow off steam. What?
Okay, whatever works for you. Have you reached any conclusions, Teddy?
Only my conclusion is that there's something odd about what happened to you. We don't have enough information to form a theory. Her fingers fly across the controls as she pulls up a user-friendly interference. A dozen files pop up in succession across the monitors. First of all, the painting. I've searched Babylonia's entire internal network, but there's no picture with more than 60% similarity. I also checked the ones with less similarity. No need to waste any words for that. I can't get more information because the portal lacks facial features. That's usually the easiest characteristics to match, essentially serving as a key data. Because I haven't decided how to draw it yet. The cursor traced whatever across on the screen in response. I also have people reactions to this painting from over 280 individuals across 66 industries and 4 age groups, using both indirect questionnaires and direct interviews. The data from this was the only result I got last night.
What do you mean?
Certain age groups showed reactions beyond typical observations. These reactions weren't obvious, just casual comments and remarks, but they became significant once the sample size increased. They divided these individuals into 2 distinct groups based on their reactions. Teddy glances at Isla as she continues to speak. The first group shares an obvious trait, affiliation with the WGAA, Alan and certain WGAA members, for example. But the second group didn't. There were no common traits in terms of social status, purchasing power, living location, or recent experiences. I spent the entire night digging and eventually found something. The result is fascinating. Teddy pulls up a column of data labeled ticket purchase with records. They all attended an old opera that was recently restaged. The Arcadia evacuation, almost all of them are present at its premiere. I've already reported these findings to Asimov. He'll find resources to conduct a thorough interview of these individuals.
Good work, Teddy.
Don't forget, I'm keeping a record, and I'll send you your terminal with daily reminders.
Well, I'll update my firewall as soon as I get home.
I've already updated it. I'm in charge of this quarter's version, so it hasn't even been synced with the information technology center yet. By the way, is the image analysis software on screen? Isla interrupts the playful banter. Yes, it is. Do you want to search for images with less than 60% similarity? No, didn't you just say that there are no matches? Then what's this? You all fix your gaze on the screen where Isla's finger is. On the bottom of the screen is a red bar that shows an error that is self-repaired. One result stands out. Image similarity, match singularity, 95%. Teddy furrows her brow in a dizzying disarray, or dizzying array of windows pop up on the screen. Soon, more information appears. Conservation Area 221 Warehouse. Pending destruction. Control cord by Ishmael. What?
A Babylonia backup frame stored in a conservation area warehouse?
I think we found the issue.
Well, we have 3 hours until it's destroyed. Let's head to the warehouse now.
Temporary communication channel established. I've created a combat mission under the Science Council Disparate Authority. I'll assist you in accessing Conservation Area 221 surveillance systems.
As for Ishmael,
I'll use the Science Council Authority to block her surface access requests to stop Ishmael from reaching Conservation Area 221 before you do. I'm on my way to her now.
Isla, let's go.
You quickly access your plan and leave Babylonia without gathering combat supplies. Oh boy. Okay. 2 episodes. I knew it was gonna start picking up. Capriccio backup frame. Yeah, they did say that she did say that she had a backup frame. All right, here we go. The time stealing puppet. Ooh, we get to use her frame, her new one at least. Still line spacing 0. As you leave the landing pad, the noisy engines behind you briefly stop before starting again. You and Isla wave goodbye to the pilot through the windshield, then turn toward your destination. You press the terminal amidst the roaring air currents, a rumbling drowns out the sound in your earpiece. The storage area in front of you is the smallest range you've been able to narrow down. The frame was transferred to the conservation area a week ago. Item transference within the storage area aren't reported to Babylonia, and from the current situation, I doubt they're even recorded locally. Got it, so it's time for search, right? I can show you which warehouse to have the good stuff. This conservation area is loads of art on the restricted list.
Now there'll be 2 more names on the list.
Oh, don't worry. I can take off my name and Isla's and put yours. You arrive at the entrance, chatting along the way. Uneasiness rinses as you walk up to the doorway.
Teddy, check our surroundings.
Wait. All 47 cameras around you aren't functional. No signs of tampering were detected. Isla senses the change in atmosphere and turns her head. Commandant, did you notice something?
It's going a bit too smoothly.
Smooth? Not really. According to the puzzle game logic, we need multiple keys to unlock the path we're taking. We've just started. The construct in this warehouse might only be the start, and we still have no idea what's going on with Ishmael. I think what the Commandant means is that everything seems to be going in a straight line. You nod to Isla and instinctively move your hand toward your holster. Oh yeah, we about to pop someone.
Identify problem, gather clues, locate target. This is almost too easy.
Yes, and we didn't even need to solve the only trouble we ran into. Thinking about it now, our initial search showed no results until the error message suddenly gave us a clue. It's odd, no matter how you look at it. Realizing this problem, the voice in your earpiece grows more alert.
This isn't just a coincidence or a task that's actually straightforward.
Then we've stumbled into someone else's game. You exchange a look with Isla, suddenly becoming alert as you enter the warehouse side by side. Oh yeah, let's do it. Time sealing puppet. So why is she in her A-frame when we are using her S-frame?
Commandant, is it over there? There seems to be something on that platform.
Oh, we get to hear her English voice.
It's a construct frame. Looks like that's our target. We need to find a way across.
Alright. Oh, I like this angle of the shot. It's very different. You usually see it like up front, but not like on the side. You usually see it on like dead on, so it's nice that it's on the side.
Commandant, watch out!
Whoa! Who the fuck?
Line spacing 0 confirmed.
Line spacing 0 confirmed. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. What?
Are you? How did you get in here?
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, we getting bodied. Oh my goodness.
Do you understand? Isla-ism yet?
Hey, get out of here. Bop, 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 bop. Ah! Oh, hell no. You ain't catching me. Oh, oh. Hell no. Oh, yeah, we about to go. Bop. I got you, girl. Woo! Miss me! Bop, get out of here. Third chapter happened before Creator Parade, thus the frame changed. No, you're good. Oh! Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Whee! Wait, what happened? Hold up, what happened to us? So, hold on. Is line spacing 0? Is that our perspective? I have a feeling that that's what it is. I have a feeling that's what that is. Line spacing 0. I'm a feeling because she said line spacing 0 confirmed. She ain't no way talking about fucking Isla because Isla. Well, she could be. It could be. Well, hold on. Okay, so she's either talking to me or she's talking to Isla. One of the two. Then you got line spacing 2. I have a feeling that has something to do with, clearly, Selena. As to what, I have no clue. Alright, here we go. An EMP-like attack momentarily paralyzes Isla, while a thick fog obscures your vision. The signal is weakening. It's trying to escape.
My turn.
You pull out the tracking and mechanical interference devices from your bag, dashing through the fog toward the enemy's last known location. Commandant, watch out! Ooh, Isla's warning cuts off. Her voice suddenly vanishes, leaving only silence. Your defense counter moves fail to reach the enemy, and your punches land on nothing but air. Oh, what are we gonna do with punches? We're going up against a fucking 3-ton behemoth here. You jump back, repositioning the tracking device and raising your gun. Yet your movements achieve nothing. Besides the slowly drifting thick fog, there's nothing in the environment. You pause for several seconds and move forward again. In that instant, the fog and air seem to freeze. Okay. Ah, yes, punch the mecha. It'll do something. It'll do it. It'll do it, I promise. It'll do it. With the power of friendship, we will knock it down. Isla? You call it with a caution, but receive no reply.
Teddy!
What is happening here? A thunderous roar erupts, the giant collapses, and the tree falls. Line spacing 2. Nora Luea's vanguard, the walker that perfectly copies her armor, has fallen, yet there's not a trace of joy on Iris's face. How did you like my gift? You didn't actually think your plans were flawless and I didn't notice, did you? When did you figure it out?
Which one are you referring to? How you tried to stop me from correcting your history by copying segments of time into slices, trapping both yourself and me inside. Quite impressive that you came up with this indigenous plan, but that's terribly complicated, isn't it? To maintain these time slices, you need to ensure that all events within this period remain in stable loops. Once a loop is broken, the slice extends into additional futures, which then reconnects with normal time trunk. Am I right?
Oh, wow! Yo, it's been a minute. Long time no see. Hey, long time no see. It's been a minute. How are you? I'm doing great. Doing great. Having a great time. Having a good weekend so far. It's gonna be a busy day for me, content-wise. It's gonna be a heavy content month. Heavy content end of the year for me. I'm very excited though. Just got to be very patient, but yeah, I'm having a great time. I hope you're having a good one so far. I hope you're having a good night. I hope you are enjoying wherever you are at and enjoying your weekend wherever you may be at. But yeah, good to see you again. Been a minute since we last saw you, but I'm glad to see you doing well. Glad to see you doing well. You're just in time. We're starting Selena's chapter, and we're making some good way. Happy to see you streaming again. Streaming again. Well, I've been streaming for a minute. I haven't stopped. It's just my time schedule changed. I stream on the mornings on Saturday, since I work in the morning of my job, and so during the week I stream during the night. So that's why you probably don't see me. That's why a lot of people don't see me as much. But eventually, when I'm able to take this full time, I would like to be able to stream in the morning, full time. So when that day happens, I'll be able to. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been going. I've been streaming still. Nothing's changed. Just the times. That's it. Here we go. Iris is relieved that the words coming from the device. She must have only just discovered the issue and caused trouble. This is why Iris received another warning letter. Unknown attack witness report. Metal giant. Military weapon. Unknown attacker. Deployment were attacked by an unidentified organization. Okay. So she's got a little bit of a gist, but not nothing crazy. She's kind of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. At least the real plan hasn't. Iris thinks to herself, but the sarcastic words she hears next freezes her blood.
I've known from the very beginning, since you dragged me into this prison abyss, but I still don't know where you got your time-slicing technology. All of our fights within these time slices are not different from those in normal timeline, so my conclusion stands. Give up. I don't want to hurt you. This tug-of-war is pointless except for a waste of our time. The play that's meant to be performed will eventually be staged, and the past cannot be changed. I can make the countless tries, but you only need to fail once for everything to end up like that research institute. The Hedor Tower will still descend upon this world.
Okay, woo.
I don't know what this Hedor Tower is, but I won't allow you to act like this.
Now that's interesting. She knows what it is, but you don't.
There'll be a day when you won't be able to stop me. Sooner or later, I will break free from this cage.
Nora Luea tones changes again.
I respect you, Iris. Not just because of how similar we are, but because of your resolution. Detaching yourself from this normal timeline is the same as being forgotten by the world. Are you doing this just to keep me trapped in this loop for a while? I appreciate your consideration, but I don't think so far into the future. I just want to stop you from destroying our last hope. I don't believe it, Iris.
No, Selena.
That's not what the person you were always called. Wait, that's not what the person you were always with called you, wasn't it? It's a pity. A name is a blessing from the past to the future, yet the person you cherish has forgotten it. Oh, but don't worry, I'll find them and tell them everything about you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Iris responds in a confused tone, yet her hands instinctively tightens around her weapon. Ooh, shit!
I never thought you'd resort to self-destruction. Let me lay it out for you. You're pushing this time slice away from the normal timeline. You planning to sink this ship with us in it and leave it eternally at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, you're pushing this time slice away from the normal timeline. So, okay. So this is a canon event, but Selena's trying to make it not a canon event.
But I've already found the exit, Iris. You've carefully covered your tracks, but luckily, you have a shadow that's been submerged in countless timelines for far too long. And I've caught it.
The next moment, all emotion fades from Nora Luea's voice as if her soul has been extracted.
Re-establishing connection with frame number 17. Locating coordinates. Location conservation area, Babylonia Logistics Warehouse.
Piercing white noises erupts as thick fog begins to surge, gradually blinding Iris. She recognizes this fog. Nora Luea has always used this trick whenever she does something related to time. She must stop her. She absolutely cannot let let the conductor. Iris raises her weapon again, ready to lunge forward, when a sound from inside the fog makes her freeze. Ah! It's us! Establishing the smooth broadcast suddenly cuts off as static disrupts the orderly performance when her voice returns. It's filled with emotion, anxiety, confusion, and above all else, shock. How is this possible? Who's there? Nora Luea's voice vanishes in an instant, and the white noise falls silent, and the swirling mist freezes in place. Hey, it's us! Come out now! Come out now! Time begins to flow once more as the mist rolls, gradually forming an outline of the human figure. Iris freezes. She can only make out the blurry silhouette, yet it stirs up powerful emotions within her. An abstract thought flashes through her mind as an indescribable feeling surges up from her chest. Hotter than friction, more powerful than lonely. Sleepless yearning, her emotions overwhelm reason the instant she realizes who this visitor is. Her body moves before her mind can catch up. The name she's longed for day and night is about to bloom onto her lips. Now, didn't we just meet you, though? Ah! Stay back. Ah! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, shit! Fuck! No! Why are we pulling the gun on her? God damn it! We know who this is, son of a bitch! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Fuck, man! Why are we pulling a gun on her? Son of... Oh, fuck! No, man, fuck! God, nah! Son of a... Damn it! Fuck! God, we gotta remember her, bro. We gotta remember! Ah, shit! I'm pissed at myself, bro. Wake the fuck up, bro. Remember who this woman is. Oh, shit. Damn it, bro. Fuck. This pissing me off, bro. Fucking just knock yourself out to remember. Oh, it's so sad. All right, here we go. She's met with a cold, indifferent command. The thick mist dissipates, revealing a figure hidden within. Your adrenaline spikes. Are you working with that thing? The figure comes into focus, an unfamiliar woman. A construct, apparently, indicated by her physical appearance. Your brows uncontrollably furrow. You know very well that the weapon in hand won't pose any threat to her. Trust me, we did more damage than I would have liked to done. We have done more damage than I would have liked to done. All right, this may not do anything physically, but this mentally does a shit ton of damage. It is super effective. Son of a bitch! Yet before you can formulate an approach, the figure before you bites her lips and releases the shaky grip, and her weapon, the only item that could serve as a threat, vanishes into thin air. I fucking hope she just please try to forgive me, Selena. Her hopeful gaze meets icy eyes, and her heart shatters. Son of a bitch! The fragment cuts deep into her. The pain has no shape, but it is so real it takes Iris's breath. God damn it, bro. I haven't played PGR. You should watch her music video if you haven't already. We gotta do that. We gotta watch her music video. We gotta watch the animated short, I believe, if there is one. So we gotta do that, and then we've also gotta do her wedding story after that. So PGR, James, is really fun. But you also have to be willing to sit and read if you're wanting to read the story. I mean, you could also just skip half the story and just do the boss battles. That's what a lot of people do. But for me, I like enjoying the story. I like a good read. I like having knowing what's happening with the games that I'm playing. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun if you want to just do hack and slash. But if you want to get a good read, it's also a good place to do it too. But I have really enjoyed this game. It is clearly you can see it from my emotions and from my reaction. I'm very happy about this game. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. But also, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. It is a lot of reading, and the older chapter is kind of terrible just because of how old it is. True. It is a lot of reading, but like I said, if you just want to skip the reading and you can just watch recaps, you can do that too. It's up to you. All right, we're gonna fucking get back into this story. She nearly loses her voice. Seeing this, you lower your gun slightly, but still hold it in your hand. Conductor has forgotten who she is. I'm gonna fucking rock myself. Jumbled sensation crashed through her mind and body. The conductor stands right before her, yet feels as distant as the horizon. She digs her nails deep into her palm. Pain travels through her mind. As own wounds throb in unison with great effort, Iris forces herself to remain calm. You... Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, damn it! She tries her best to force a rather ugly smile. There's no undercurrent shitty than her soft tone. My name is Iris. Iris finally figures out everything happening before her. Nora Luea has once again extended her reach into the normal timeline, trying to leave coordinates to escape this prison. But the conductor accidentally interrupted this process and got dragged into it. Fortunately, the conductor's reaction is expected. She can still salvage the situation. Okay, so this was supposed to happen. Question mark? Oh, man. Alright, understanding. As the mist dissipates, you crouch beside the scattered metal fragments, checking them each several times before finally putting away your gun.
Sorry. Bit of a stress response there.
It's alright. Everyone thrown into this kind of situation would instinctively be on guard.
Looks like we have a common enemy. What exactly is that thing?
Luea. Nora Luea. That armor we just saw was her duplicate.
Duplicate? So what does she rely on to operate?
This device. It's its core. Ah. Iris explains gently, sifting through the scattered debris to pick up the prison-shaped device. You take it and notice the device surface has lost its luster. You can't tell its function from its appearance. You take out your terminal while surveying the surroundings. Everything is functioning, except there's no signal.
So it can block signals as well as teleport long distance. How much longer can this one last?
It's already dead, or rather this device alone is not enough.
Then why?
Because you're no longer in your original location. I mean, what you've crossed isn't just spatial distance. As her words trail off, an aircraft flies overhead with a roaring sound, confirming her statement.
What?
The core device is key to powering the duplicates. It is also the key to traveling through time. Oh, she's just gonna lore dump this on us? This wasn't the plan, but she can salvage it. Oh, okay. So okay, I see what you mean now. Okay, so this was not supposed to happen, but because it happened and the way it played out, she can still win. She can still win it. All right. By pairing two devices together and anchoring the coordinates, it's possible to open a temporal passage. So the anchor, who's the anchor? Was it us? I was pausing briefly, giving you a moment to digest this information.
Temporal passage.
Yes, the duplicates use this to travel to different points in time, to assassinate key figures or to destroy important objects, changing history. In your time period, there must be something she's targeting as well. Your finger trace over the strange device as to what happened with Isla and the Science Council flashes through your mind. Everything fits what she just said. Time travel. It's an incredibly far-fetched concept. The truth will require verifying more details, but the info gathered so far is logically consistent. Okay, now hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't remember everything that... After all the shit that happened in the last arc, Have we forgotten about what happened in that shit? Have we forgotten about that or no? This unidentified construct is clearly a powerful fighter, yet she's showing goodwill, so you decide to cooperate with her for now.
Thank you for sharing this intelligence. I apologize again for my earlier recklessness.
We've forgotten it all? What? Why? Why did we forget it all? I'm so glad my fucking...
Pleased to meet you, Miss Iris.
Son of a bitch, bro. We fumbling! We fumbling the bag! But we still remember some emotions or some parts of it like a nightmare long forgotten. Man, even then, that's still... Ugh! Ugh! That's still like... Ugh! Man. I don't, why we forgot? Why we gotta forget that shit? That's how you grow. You can't forget that shit. For some reason, a faint smile forms on Iris's lip. She noticeably hesitates before making contact, but ultimately shakes her hand. Oh god, this has gotta be so fucking sad for her. Hello, FOS.
Is she trying to avoid physical contact? No, her grip is surprisingly strong.
As you speak, you gather information about the construct, building a profile. Just like you're about to release her hand, the intricate pattern on her shoulder catches your eye. The design is strangely familiar. Okay, we're fine. Okay, hey, there's progress. We're finally starting to remember bits and pieces of it. You're lost in thought for a moment until you see Iris' gentle smile again. You realize you've been holding her hand for far too long and quickly let go.
Oh, sorry. I was a bit distracted. Nora Luea must be stopped. Is there anything I can do to help?
Don't worry, that stuff will be picked up again next chapter. Fucking better be. We can't forget that shit, yo. We can't forget that shit, ladies and gentlemen. It's more like PTSD, where you react to something, but yeah, that was the price for you to come back. Oh, fuck that, man. God! Damn it, bro. For us to come back, we had to lose our memories. Bullshit. We can't forget them. Cannot forget that shit. Can't forget that. I won't forget that. All right. At least the stuff. I'm just glad you said the stuff will be picked up again next chapter. At least you said it'll be touched upon. So at least that way we can fucking see. Man, I still can't believe we forgot our shit like that. In the game, they're portraying it that we forget our shit. All right.
If all goes according to plan, and Nora Luea will be waiting for me there. Once I defeat her, everything will be fine. As for returning, you don't need to worry about that.
Iris hesitates and quickly begins to explain as if she just made up her mind about something.
Once I complete the final mission, I'll destroy her main body and get the new device. By then, I'll be able to send you back to where you came from by using duplicates to traverse through time.
Okay, so we're in a different timeline now, clearly. So where is she at in our timeline? Is she like gone?
Critical mission.
You quickly compile all the information and realize you don't even know the real identity of this Iris standing before you. Someone knows so much about Luea, probably isn't an ordinary soldier.
Pardon me, but I haven't asked about your identity, Miss Iris.
Iris falls silent for a moment, her gaze complicated.
If it's classified information...
No, it's just... I'm thinking about how to explain it. I belong to the Union government of another time. Unit number 654, operation code name Iris. She stumbles through the first part, but goes back to normal at the end, perhaps having weighed her options and decided it's worth revealing some information. We were the first to discover Nora Luea's existence, and we've been fighting for a long time to stop her from disrupting history. To be frank, if we had been a bit faster, this would have likely been resolved already, and you wouldn't have been dragged into it. A hint of an apology is mixed with Iris's words.
That's not your responsibility.
Iris shakes her head and changes the topic.
If you prefer, you can stay in the fast city and do whatever you want. I'll come back for you after I complete this mission.
No, hell no, we ain't gonna leave the lady like that. Hell no, decline that shit.
I'm already involved, so I should do something. I may not match up to a construct, but I can still help.
You meet Iris' slightly puzzled gaze and see her nod gently.
Alright, so From now on, we're partners. FOS, I look forward to working with you.
God, man, fuck! You sit in the living room of the damaged villa with Dandelion and Jonathan, introducing yourselves. Iris emerges from the kitchen carrying a saucer and a teapot.
We don't have much here, but here's something to drink.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Dandelion accepts it with surprise.
I had no idea you had these here. I was too busy looking for Luea, so I didn't have time to.
Her gaze drifts casually to the sofa where you are quietly talking to Jonathan. Her gaze shifts toward the sofa where you are quietly talking to Jonathan. Okay, I guess it's me talking to them.
Are they old acquaintances? Have they known each other for long?
I suppose so. Longer than they've known me, at least. I just met them today. Your quiet conversation is interrupted by Iris turns towards you, offering a cup of tea. We accept that shit.
Thank you. Careful, it's hot. What were you talking about?
We're discussing what we should do next. Should I consider myself lucky? You were telling me that there wouldn't be reinforcements right before the attack.
Because I didn't expect FOS to show up.
Jonathan turns to look at you and asks with confusion. Iris said you volunteered to help. May I ask? It wouldn't have affected you. Why? May I ask why? He furrows his brow, genuinely confused. The situation you probably already know, so why take the risk? You have already figured out who Jonathan is through the simple chat just now. He is a lawyer who is about to participate in the signing of the new Earth calendar. Perhaps because he's tried to avoid getting involved, he cannot see why someone would volunteer to join in.
Because I want to help. Luea is changing history, and no one knows if we can survive once that happens. And also, I was a soldier. Before becoming a mercenary, I'm familiar with combat, just as you're familiar with legal codes. Combat isn't something you should worry about. Iris and I will handle everything.
Jonathan stays silent for a moment, then slowly raises his glass and slows it down in one go. After getting acquainted with each other, given the intense situation, there's no time for idle chat.
Let's go through our next steps. Iris.
Iris nods and takes a letter from her pocket, putting it on the table.
According to our original trajectory, Jonathan will fly to the capital of Bane in a week. Our main concern is the safety once he lands. But things have changed because now I know that Nora Luea has discovered our plans. That's why she launched the attack earlier.
I thought that was just daily life for someone who's becoming our target.
That's an exaggeration. According to our initial assessment, she should have been safe until you reached the capital of Bane.
So now we need to figure out how to stay alive until next week.
No, the question is how to reach Bane at all.
Jonathan exchanges a glance with Iris to make sure they're on the same page. Iris takes out a map and marks the airports and flight paths between the capital of Bane and Fast.
Flying is no longer viable. This is the first change in our plans. Planes are sitting ducks.
Planes are sitting ducks, sorry.
Nora Luea can easily track down the entire aircraft with a suicide attack. But wouldn't that change its itinerary seem suspicious to the United Government? Wouldn't they think that Jonathan is just trying to escape?
Of course. My name was probably already on the watch list when I finished that call with the professor. But we can't use it as transportation either. I can't just wait around here for her to blow up this plane, so what's next?
First, contact the United Government to request personal protection in light of the recent attacks.
But could regular bodyguards save me from attacks like that? We might end up sacrificing more lives.
We just need to convince the United Government that you're ready to play their game. But that's not enough. We need a more decisive plan.
Iris traces Brand's border on the map with her pen, thinks for a moment, then looks at Jonathan.
You said that you own a law firm and you have substantial financial assets.
That's right, but
purchase a large amount of Bane's company stocks and bonds with cash. As a negotiator, you should know which companies will benefit from the divided period after the treaty signing and what kind of assets will go up in value.
Bind my assets to bonds. That's definitely not what I expected.
as long as it works. With profit as motivation, they'll believe
that Jonathan has placed his bets on Bane signing with the new Earth Codex. What about the personal protection you mentioned earlier?
that part remains the same.
Iris gives a firm answer. Jonathan meets her gaze and sees that she's following his line.
If the airport is also attacked, the United Government will believe these plans are planned assaults, considering what happened at the Dinos Theater in the villa today. The airport will also be attacked. Are you planning to lure Nora Luea to the airport?
Dandelion interrupts Iris, her expression somewhat worried.
That would involve innocent lives. Don't worry, we won't do that. We can just use the simplest and most controllable method. By conducting the attack on the airport ourselves, there will be no casualties or damage. We just need to show hostility and create a commotion. Like what Jonathan thought earlier, the United Government won't suspect us.
For instance, the total truth could be that I work for the United Government, helping revise the articles on New Earth Codex. A group of dissatisfied civilians was targeting me, most of them victims of the peace operation. They oppose the United Government and don't want to see the New Earth Codex implemented. So they planned the attack.
After that, you can question the United Government's abilities with your financial investments, so only see it as an overly anxious civilian looking at a peace of mind. If you ask for a change of route and bodyguards, then they will agree to it. Wait a second, I don't quite get it.
Dandelion wears a confused expression, clearly struggling with some details she can't figure out.
If our goal is to escort Jonathan, then why ask for bodyguards in the first place? After multiple assaults, if he doesn't have bodyguards, the United Government will definitely send troops to escort Jonathan.
You say in perfect unison with Iris again. Iris turns around and gives you a gentle smile.
I got you, girl! Oh, I see now. That sounds doable.
You two are so in sync that I'm starting to wonder if you've met each other before.
Ha! You and your protectors quickly become familiar. You should be happy about this.
You pull out this shaped and listening device from your waist pouch and you stand up. You pat Jonathan's shoulder playfully and slip the device into the collar behind his neck.
Alright, let's move.
After discussing the operation, you split into pairs. Jonathan and Dandelion handle the finance, while Iris and you prepare the tools and scout the location. Hey, we got some bonding time with her. This is another chance for us to fucking redeem ourselves here. You sit next to Iris on the train heading downtown from the suburbs. Iris closes her eyes as soon as she sits down, looking like she's not in the mood to chat. Taking the hint, you reach for the Golden Age newspaper on the train. Just as you pull it out, you hear Iris's voice.
FOS? What's your take on this operation?
God, bro! You turn your head to see Iris' eyes still closed, her lips curved into a faint smile. She must be in a good mood.
Anything is fine. I just want the chat.
Man, fuck! Bro, we fucked with the bag twice! You gotta read the room better, fuck!
Like you said, if we get familiar with each other quickly, the operation will go a lot smoother. I'm surprised we're on the same wavelength. You mean choosing the airport as our target? That's the easiest and most effective approach. But that doesn't sound like an option you'd choose. Why?
Iris opens her eyes, amused. She doesn't seem offended by your comment, so you start speaking your mind.
I was concerned you'd pick a more complex approach. Use the intricate connections within the United Government. Oh, so you were surprised because I was very direct. You come across more as an artist than a warrior. Thank you for the compliment. I do enjoy writing scripts in my spare time. If my past self were writing this, I probably would have made the resolution process more complex, like you said. Until someone taught me a valuable lesson through their actions.
Hey, what can I say? Something enactment flashes in her eyes. Whoever Iris is referring to is clearly important to her.
Before immersing in imagination and beauty, one should focus more on reality. Art transcends life, yet is born from it. Yes, the reality is rarely as complex as we imagine. While art requires refinement, it's often too extreme. I've learned so much from these missions. The world I once knew only on paper has revealed its true face to me. I never realized how many details need to be considered, how many unexpected events occur, or that goals can be reached through complex or simple means, as long as you're willing to put enough chips on the table. When I understood all of this, I realized the flaws in my past creative work and came to truly appreciate conductor's struggles.
Iris averts her gaze, lowering her eyelids. It's strange how candid Iris is being. She's sharing such personal thoughts with basically a stranger who happened to meet on the battlefield.
This conductor must mean a lot to you. Yes, someone very important to me.
Her gaze lingers on you, briefly before darting away. God! Put the dots together, son of a bitch! The train arrival announcement interrupts your conversation. Iris stands up first.
Come to think of it, you've never been to the vast city before, have you? In my time, the surface was nothing but ruins. Since becoming a mercenary, battlefields have been my only tourist destination. Then why not take this opportunity to properly enjoy the scenery here?
Oh, is this one scene?
As we step off the train, Iris stands in the middle of the path and looks back.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Bro, she look good. She really do look good. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen, a date with Selena. Hey, if we fucking fumble here, I'm gonna fucking rock myself. We cannot fumble here. We gotta remember this shit. A slim figure blends into the light and shadow of the bustling city in the noises of peace that roar past the ears. It finally hits you just what kind of place you arrived in. Time, place. This entirely new environment brings freshness you can't put into words. This is the past, a peaceful era, and
this is it, the stage where you and I will write our story. I hope you enjoy working with me as much as I do. FOS. Fuck, gotta remember. Welcome to Foss City.
Bro, her smile do crazy wonders. From here on, we're gathering wives again. All right, everybody. I still got enough water. So after this chapter, I'm gonna go use the rest. I'm gonna go use the restroom, get another refill in the water, and then we continue on. All right, here we go. Episode 8, Partner. In the parking lot, on a command vehicle that is disguised as a common large car, you are reviewing all the materials you have while you and Iris are doing each other's makeup. I'm sorry, what? There's something awkward about making eye contact during makeup. To avoid that, you try to keep up a conversation.
Well, how does Jonathan Studio get their hands on a command vehicle like this?
I have chucked a fun oast I listened to for intense times. Ah, do you? I wasn't the one who got this, it was Iris. Jonathan, who's been repeatedly checking his investments on a laptop, speaks without looking up. She got the decoder from the airport notebook, too. Surprised, you look at Iris, who responds with a casual smile. Meanwhile, Dandelion has finished drawing. On the whiteboard, she has marked a dozen key spots on the structural diagram of the airport.
Montali International Airport was built out 15 years ago and has undergone 6 major expansions. I'm sure you all are familiar with its overall structural layout. I need to stress that the airport network system is divided into 2 layers, internal and external. We want to paralyze the airport by implanting a virus and causing chaos. We should target the internal network. I have to break it to you right now, but we won't remember until way later. For now, just enjoy the interactions. Oh, come on! What the fuck? Really? God damn it! Fuck! Oh, I'm so fucking sad. God damn! You're telling me we won't know until later? Way later? Are you talking like way later in this chapter, or are you talking like way later in another chapter? Please tell me you say way later in this chapter. Please tell me you say way later in this chapter. Of course, ideally our decoder would disable both systems through the single external interference. I thought you said that you were just an ordinary civilian. I've written a novel using Montali Airport as a setting. In this chapter? Okay.
At least fucking we remember later in this chapter. If it would have been a next chapter, I would be fucking livid. I'm not even kidding. I would be livid, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry for cussing all the time, but when I get passionate about shit like this, I become a sailor. I become a sailor. All right, here we go.
Novelists are ordinary people, of course. Please continue. The operation is divided into several phases according to Iris and Ever West's plan. First, Iris and Ever West will need to use employee passes to access the security areas beyond the checkpoint because they don't have identification documents. Right here is the employee passage that leads directly to the airport waiting area. This path is usually...
Okay. She nods to Iris and connects the description device to the door to lock in front. As the door unlocks, someone in the clear corridor turns around. It's not explicitly said, but I think we remember her in the stuff happened in the infection story. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm gonna have to read that part. When we get to that part, I'm gonna have to read it so that way I can put pieces together and kind of figure out things. But okay, good to know. As the door unlocks, someone in the clear corridor turns around.
There are no guards.
That's the guard? Ignoring Dandelion's silence, you calmly pull out a pre-made employee badge, quickly flash it, point it towards Iris, and greet the guard.
VIP.
The guard nods silently and steps aside to clear the way. Why the NPC got more details than the ones in our timeline? You walk forward slowly with Iris until you go around a corner.
You seem a bit nervous. Because we only had enough time to get on one badge. There are too many types of uniforms for different sections. Trying to replicate them might get us exposed. I'm having trouble keeping up with you. It was such a bold idea. I can't believe it actually worked.
Iris placed her hands over her chest, her words filled with excitement due to the thrill.
Yellow-red work vest, clipboard, and signboard. These can get you access to almost anywhere in the world.
As you speak, you slide the clipboard into the signboard and fold them together, turning them into a briefcase. Also, the airport heist begins. I was gonna say we become the vigilantes. Then you flip your clothing inside out, revealing a suit.
I thought infiltration was a required course for United Government employees. I did get infiltration training, but it was different.
You glance at Iris's hands, weapon comes into mind, and you realize she's joking.
That explanation makes sense. Being invincible definitely counts as infiltration.
Or was it invincible or invincible?
Dandelion, where to now?
Invincible. Okay, it was invincible. Can't go wrong like another game's casino heist that ended up with a quirked up. Casino heist ended up with a quirked up white boy busting it down sexual style on a table. What? Another game's casino. I don't know what game you're talking about. At first I thought you were talking about Persona 5, but then you said that. I'm like, oh, that's not Persona 5.
The service desk to turn to left in 50 meters. That's the most accessible network port. Just connect it to the port on the desktop.
Iris nods and walks ahead toward the desk.
Sorry to bother you. I was wondering, how may I help you?
Excuse me, could you tell me where I need to go for this flight?
Oh, of course. Let me finish helping this lady first and I'll assist you.
The flight attendant panics as two people ask for help at the same time. Noticing her divided attention, you connect the decoder to the exporter port under the counter. Trust me, we go from a failed robbery to finding a boogeyman real fast. Are you talking about your game or are we talking about here? 2 minutes later.
I see. Thank you so much for your help. My pleasure. Please feel free if you have any more questions. As for you...
Oh, I've already found the check-in counter for my flight. Thank you. You wave the Q&A pamphlet on the staff quietly, disconnecting the decoder.
Huh? Oh, alright. Have a pleasant journey and please feel free to ask if you need anything else.
My game, we fight all sorts of stuff. Oh, okay. Hey, well, I mean, if you're having fun with that game, then hey, all more power to you. You take out the hacking device and start working. Iris leans over.
And how's that coming along?
We need to plan our next move.
See, I told you it wouldn't be that easy.
We've successfully infiltrated the system, but there's no internet access to the interference. We didn't fail, it's
Physical isolation. Looks like Montelli Airport has been attacked before.
Dandelion.
If it's physically isolated, we need to get the staff area to find an access point to the inner network. I should warn you, security in the staff area isn't very strict, but there are multiple checkpoints. I looked this up when writing my article. That means our plan to use employee passage won't work anymore. It's not as simple as getting by one guard. The risk is too high.
Iris nods and gives you an explicit look.
You don't seem worried at all.
Because I believe in you.
Hell yeah! Hey, ooh!
I'm sure FOS can solve this problem.
Hey, ooh! Hype me up. I got you, girl. There's no time to dwell on what she means. You spot an employee approaching and gently tap your earpiece.
Is the checked baggage storage connected to the staff area? I mean the one after security screening.
Let me see.
Yes, they're connected. Excuse me, sorry to bother you.
Without responding to Dandelion, you stop the employee passing by.
My friend isn't feeling well, but her medication ran out. The rest is on our checked luggage.
You take out a pill bottle from your briefcase and deliberately show it to the staff.
We already gone through security and she needs prescription medication.
I'm sorry, but could you please help us?
Iris chimes in at the right moment. Hey! Ah! Ah! We're moving in harmony! We're moving in harmony!
Oh, okay, please follow me.
Main color we see in this game is whatever the color of the guts of the opt. Oh! Okay. Iris feigns discomfort.
Oh, Iris feigns discomfort while I acted agitated.
Your expensive attire adds to the story. With the staff leading the way, you bypass several guards who would have otherwise stopped you. After going around several corners, you arrive at the entrance of the restricted area.
Just ahead is the checked baggage store area. I'm afraid all passengers must stop here. Could you please show me your ticket? I will go in and look for...
You realize the ether-soaked cloth as Iris catches the unconscious employee and props him up to search for his badge.
Name Shiji, job title.
While you monetize the person's information, Iris quickly surveys from the inside.
Everyone inside is wearing work or guarded uniforms. I don't think I can go in with you.
I'll go alone. Can you take care of him?
Of course, but FOS.
You look up from the ID to find her holding her. Whoa! To find her tight. Fuck! I can't read. You look up from the ID to find her holding tightly onto your hand. I got! Come on! Stay safe. I got you, girl. I come back one piece.
Okay, I will be careful.
Her serious expression seems odd. It isn't really a problem, even if it's exposed to before stirring up commotion. Come on! Come on, come on! 222! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome to the stream. I do believe this is my first time seeing you. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend, wherever you may be. Well, you're just in time. We're getting ready to start our heist with Selena in the airport for her chapter. So you're just in time. Also, since you are new, if you like PGR, this is where to be. I do streams, I do short films, I do discussions. So if you like PGR, this is the place to be. Also, every my reaction here is very authentic. It is very real. I am very passionate about games that I enjoy. So everything that you are hearing and hearing me yell for, like this is real me. Next update will be the Murder on the Warp Express rerun featuring W Corp Cleaner, Dripped Out as Hell, and Bloodthirsty People. Are you talking? I don't even know what game you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest. Hand holding for free, Hell yeah. Does Lucia Pyro's story broke you? I had to be very strong in that chapter. It was it didn't break me, but it was like, damn, we really going through that. We really going through all that shit. If you haven't seen my short film short film on it. I highly suggest you watch that one. It's I Vow. That basically gives you a rundown of how I felt throughout the entire story. That's basically, yeah. If you want to see how I felt about it, I would watch that short film, because when I make my short films, I go based on how I feel about the story. Poppin, how do you feel knowing everything you do in a fight is luck based? That's what the game I'm playing is. Ah, okay. So you pray that you win coin tosses. I mean, that sounds like a fun game. You gotta win. Hope to see if you win, and you gotta base it on that. But yeah, it did broke me. I was crying a bit. I didn't cry. It takes a lot for me to cry, but I didn't cry in that game. But it did make me feel an emotion of sadness, because it's like, damn, we really gotta lose her like that. She really did all that shit just so we could live and fix the timeline, and then we gotta go on our own dark path for it. I really enjoyed those 3 chapters. It was a really good, really good story overall, with the writing, with the characters and all that. It was really good. But yeah, it didn't break me, but I'm like, damn, this shit sucks. 6th chapter was so peak and tragic, man. Shaper's Ripple was if we're gonna go on arc list, if it was Shaper's Ripple, then it was Nanami's, then it was Ishmael's, then it was Luna's, and then Teddy's. Losing a Pirate Story gave me 5 months of depression. Holy shit. I heard it gave a lot of people like depression. I'm like, holy shit, this thing. But I don't blame people for people who for people who were not ready for that type of shell shock and emotion. Yeah, I could see that. I could see why it made people so sad for that long. Because if you weren't mentally prepared for it, like you were going in for a roller coaster. For me, PGR Story didn't make me cry, but some other games make me feel more depressed. Oh yeah, 100%. Like that, and that's something that I like when games are able to portray that. When the games are able to make you feel something. When they're able to make you feel something like that, that's when you know you're playing a good game. So yeah, it definitely made me feel something. But I knew I had to keep trucking. I had to keep moving forward. All right, here we go. You strip off the employee's jacket, put it on, then change your briefcase back into its true form, a clipboard and sign, and walk straight in. Alright, lock in. The rest of the mission goes without a hitch. With the right uniform and confidence, accessing a terminal connected to the airport's internal network is easy. Hell yeah. You just gotta be confident. With so many devices requiring network connectivity, airport security really depends more on data firewalls rather than physical barriers. You connect the encryption device and successfully implant the virus. Now paralyzing the entire system is just one button away. Shaper's Ripples, the Nami story, Ishmael story, purely goated. It was really good. I really enjoyed all of it. It was probably one of my favorite reads in PGR. Especially since it was a trilogy, because they all basically combine into one big old chapter. You leave the employee area after changing into a suit and blend in with the crowd, just as you were about to exit. An announcement blares over the PA. Attention visual passengers, the airport is conducting an emergency security check. Please remain calm and stay where you are until further instructions.
Data line.
The encrypted channel is jammed. You immediately remove your earpiece and chuck it into the garbage can. The airport reaction speed is shocking, but you are not a professional hacker like Teddy. You recall seeing guards in areas that should have been empty. Perhaps it has to do with the threat attack, which likely increased security levels across all important parts of the city. Any delay could mean trouble. You tap with the button on your description device, and in an instant, the humming of countless machines throughout the airport falls silence. Outside the massive airport windows, the exterior lights of several aircraft and their connecting jetways switch to red in blink of an eye. The hall erupts into chaos, human voices mixed with the blaring announcements as panic spreads like wildfire. Holy shit, we did our job then. Mission accomplished. Time to get out of here. You lower your head and follow the crowd toward the security checkpoints.
If I can just get past here.
Uh-oh. Ah, shit, it's the same guard. You look up and lock eyes with the guard in the distance. Unfortunately, it's the person you met in the employee area. Shit, we got caught. The guard's face crunches in suspicion. Shock flashes across his eyes as he reaches for his radio.
Well, here's trouble.
A maintenance worker in a suit in an airport in chaos. Anyone would find that suspicious. I don't want to force our way up because that just brings more attention. We'll wait and observe. As you make up your mind, a loud noise erupts behind you. A man whose face you can't see knocks over everything and runs further into the building, instantly drawing everyone's attention. Almost all security personnel start rushing after the man. The guard is distracted for a moment and his hand moves away from the radio, but he turns around again to move towards you. Shit! Average story by Project Moon. Oh wait, tragedy. Someone charges his life only for the person you change for marries someone else for higher status, but she still loved him deeply and she erased every version of. Whoa, hold on, what? Tragedy. Someone changed his life only for the person you change for. Marry someone else for higher status, but still loved him deeply enough she erased every version of herself for your happiness. Average story by Project Moon. Is that the game you're? Are you talking about the game you're playing? Okay, here we go. We'll continue with the plan. Unexpectedly, events are happening faster than you can think. The company? Project Moon has made 3 games. All very story-driven. What games have they made? As your body remains a tense, familiar voice reaches you. Darling. Ah! Yeah, darling! Woo! I found you. Hell yeah! Woo! Iris, now without a disguise, appears beside you out of nowhere. She is carrying a tall instrument case and speaks in a higher pitch than usual. My performance is about to begin. If we waste any more time, I'll be late. I was hoping we could have dinner together. Woo!
Oh, of course. Okay, honey.
Ah! You glance at the security guard from the corner of your eye. Seeing your interaction, he pauses before walking away.
Thank you.
Iris links her arm with yours. Yes! With a smile, you walk side by side to the security checkpoint. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Shall we walk?
Luntomany Corp, Liberty of Runa, and Oh! You're talking about Limber's company. Oh, I see now. I had a feeling you were talking about Limber's company. But I also just didn't want to jump to conclusions either. But I've heard good things about Limber's company. I've never played it. Also, did you read that message about the music that you sent me for that, and I gave you my opinion on it? It's in the music chat in Discord. I don't know if you read it yet, but I did respond to it. Okay, here we go. You can't go back to the vehicle where Dandelion is. They've already left. It would be easily spotted by airport police. Dropped one today. Oh, okay. Iris and
I get into another car belonging to Jonathan's studio and leave from the airport.
You keep your hands on the steering wheel and glance at the smiling Iris.
You are in a good mood.
Aren't you? We finished the mission.
Who caused the commotion back there?
A person Jonathan hired to create a scene. He didn't cause much damage, so the lawyers will get him out quickly.
He was a huge help. Also, your performance earlier was also...
Iris suddenly falls silent. She presses her lips together and turns her head away. She becomes unusually serious. I've never acted like that with anyone else. You're the first, and will be the only one. Gah! Iris suddenly changes in tone, catches you off guard.
If my past self were writing this, I probably would have made the resolution process more complex, like you said, until someone taught me a valuable lesson through their actions.
Something enigmatic flashes in her eyes. Whoever Iris is referring to is clearly important to her.
Before immersing in imagination and beauty, one should focus more on reality.
I almost forgot. There's someone extremely important in Iris's life. Your comments were a bit insensitive.
Oh, your comments were a bit insensitive. Wait, hold on. What did we talk? Well, hold on. Also, your performance earlier was also... I've never acted like that with anyone else. You're the first and will only... Hold on. What did we say that offended her? Was it this? Was this what offended her? Your performance earlier was also... I don't know what caused it to be like that. I want to say maybe it was that, but I also want to say it was probably what we said in the back then too. I guess. I've never acted like that with anyone else. You're the first and will be the only one. So like, oh, you know what? It was probably what we, yeah, it was the actions. I think that's what it was. You think that she had someone special? Okay, I was gonna, yeah. And you played that part. Hold on. I was gonna say like I was gonna say like hold up now. You think she has someone special, and you played the part of that someone there. Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess you thought that. Okay, I see now. We thought that we. Okay, I see now. You think that she's with someone else, so you feel kind of bad about that scene where you act like a couple. I see now. I see now. Okay, that's what was confusing me. I'm like, what? Actually, what do we say? But then once y'all gave me confirmation, it's like I see now. I see now.
I'm sorry. It's just...
Words hover off the tip of your tongue, but you can't get them out. You don't know how to explain yourself. Iris, who has always been understanding since you first met, falls silent. God damn it! Motherfucker! God, we fumbled the bag! We're fumbling so hard! God damn! Oh, motherfucker, bro! We gotta get the... Oh my god, this is a game. We are losing the series. Alright, we are down 2-0. We're down 2-0 in the series. We had home advantage. We're fucking up. We're going into game 3 now, and we're still fucking up. We're on a bad first half here. Son of a bitch. Silence fills the car. If we remain silent, sometimes silence is the best answer. But again, I'm gonna apologize because... fuck! Step up your game, my boy. I know. I gotta get the rebound. Don't worry. Hey, everybody loves a good comeback story.
So lead up.
Before you can collect your scattered thoughts, the car passes an intersection and Iris suddenly speaks. Go left.
Right.
You turn the steering wheel, comparing her instruction with the route in your memory.
Weren't we going back?
We have something else to do. Iris speaks in her usual gentle tone. You feel relieved and turn to look at a red light, only to see she's been staring at you this whole time.
What's wrong?
You promised me something at the airport, didn't you? Let's have a dinner. Rebound! Rebound! Come on! Yes, Sirski, come on! Hey, we got the fucking rebound! We got the rebound! Put that shit back! Come on! Come on! here. We can't fuck up here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got the rebound. Shit. Oh, oh, come on. Come on. We got the rebound. We got the rebound. Come on. 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 We got the rebound. Rebound. Yeah. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on, come on, come on! Come on! Hey, what I tell you, everybody likes a comeback story. Everybody likes a comeback story. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We about to go crazy. We about to go crazy. Here we go. Let's go.
Let's have dinner together.
Iris looks away, a flush of red keeping up in a tree. Come on! You got it! We gotta capitalize! We gotta capitalize! One final word floats quietly on her lips, heard only by herself. I can't wait! I can't wait to do this short film! This short film gonna go crazy! This short film gonna go fucking crazy, bro! I can't wait! I can't wait! Oh! Ah! Yo, hey, we may have fucked up 2 games, but in the 3rd game we going crazy for now. We going crazy for now. Hey, we just got a rebound. We got a rebound. We got the rebound. We got the rebound, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Woo! We got the date. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! All right, here we go. Episode 9. Reasoning. Wait, I gotta get a water. Hold on, I gotta get a water first. I gotta get a water right now. Dude, hey, that makes me happy. That makes me so happy. All right, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get a water, use the restroom. Make sure you all get some water and use the restroom and get some food in you if you need me. I shall be back soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back.
Okay. I got my water. I am ready to roll. All right, here we go. I got my water. I used the restroom.
We continue on here.
All right, episode 9, reasoning. Oh yeah, we about to go crazy here. Oh god damn it, we gotta go back to time. Okay, we're back on the regular shit. That's fine. Commandant, water spray from the fire sprinkler system slowly dissipating from the irritated gas. There's absolutely no revelant across the conservation area or Babylonia as if this guy appeared out of the blue. Over the comm, the sound of the keystroke slows down. Oh god, I lost my voice. Commandant, in the temporary channel they have established, the portrait representing the Grey Raven Commandant has turned gray at some point. The communication system is working. There's no interference. Why are they offline? Commandant? Isla? Teddy, check all the surveillance footage inside and outside of the warehouse. From the sound, Isla must be running in a hurry. What's going on? Fingers fly across the control and footage of 47 cameras show up. As the smoke gradually clears on the screen, only Isla is still in the warehouse. Both of the intruder and the Commandant have vanished. Commandant? Teddy gonna end up building a Frederick von Fazbear? I don't even know what that is. Oh, are you talking about Five Nights at Freddy? The Grey Raven Commandant has vanished right on the Babylonia's nose, along with the mysterious intruder. The military immediately forms a search group, but there's no sign of either of them anywhere around the warehouse. The engineering force checks all warehouse surveillance footage, but only finds recordings from before the smoke appeared. Footage that's identical to the one stored on Alice's records. Explain. Oh shit! She immediately walked her up. She walked her down. Immediately walked her down like, explain. A ripple forms in the still coffee cup as Ishmael furrows her brow, flipping to the report Teddy gave her. The frame Ishmael asked to destroy looks exactly like the construct in Isla's artwork. It triggered mental distress in Pop and P. Now Pop and P went missing with a mysterious invader in the warehouse in Conservation Area 221, the warehouse that holds this frame. I need a logical explanation here. I have no recollection of this matter. I'm not trying to avoid responsibility, I'm simply stating a fact. You must have heard about the recent incidents involving Babylonia and the Commandant. If I were behind all this, you really think you can just waltz up to me, even with the control court backing you? Ooh, shit! Don't rush it. I'll look into it, but unraveling the full story takes time. Teddy furrows her brow after examining the control court construct before her and then realizing she isn't lying. The good news is that Babylonia doesn't have a mole. The bad news is that Ishmael actually knows nothing about this. It's another dead end. A notification chimes in, and Isla is on the other end. The task force inspected most areas in the warehouse and found no issues. Oh wait, the task force inspected most areas in the warehouse and found no issues. We're heading back to the last few gates. So, any updates on your end? One scream scrapes across the terminal, creating a harsh, grating sound. The lead's gone. I'll keep going. The lead's gone, and I'll keep going through the rest of the surveillance footage at the engineering force. Has the Science Council found the origin of that odd device in the warehouse? The one they just found? They're on it. Asimov asked to check the experts from Science Council Sections 1 and 2 to assemble the device. It's codenamed White Noise for now. White Noise? Asimov noticed a strange noise in the surveillance footage right before the smoke dissipated. My combat records picked up the same frequency. This can't be a coincidence. Got it. I'll go get a sample of that white noise frequency from Asimov right now. Okay, we're on another entry point. I'll contact you immediately if we find anything. Isla quickly ends the call. The noise. Sound waves. Teddy compares the surveillance records from before and after the invader appeared, uploads the clip to the terminal, and hurries to the Science Council. Ishmael sets down her cup and watches the ripples in her coffee distorted by the sound of the closing door. Ring upon ring, like cages, the ripple traps the foam inside. The lights in this building are never fully out. Researchers in white coats are always coming and going all day long. I copied that noise frequency you asked for the terminal. Those old folks from the Science Council Section 2 have always called in as well. You think this would have to do with outer space? I'm not sure. I'll have to broaden the scope of the investigation. He stares at the middle of the table, the device codenamed White Noise that was originally transported to Babylonia. Section 1 has already used every method imaginable to disassemble and decode this device. They've used existing technology tools and taken it apart and attempted to decrypt it with their punishing virus research. But it doesn't react to anything. Or rather, under specific conditions, it appears to activate but cannot be used. I suspect. Mr. Asmoth! Rosa comes in, stumbling over, arms wrapped around a stack of yellow documents taller than herself. There are the documents you asked for. Do you have a minute? The purple-haired girl puts the files on the table with a thud and timidly looks up with just her eyes visible while she glances at Teddy standing in the back. Okay. Asmoth gestures for Rosa to start talking while he pulls up the data report from his terminal, checking the structural breakdown of the white noise. As per Mr. Asmoth's instructions, I retrieved some of the research directions stored by the Science Council from the Golden Age. Many of them are just paper theories that exist only on paper without any actual research results. From there, I filtered out 8,791 research papers related to the sound waves. Based on the application of the white noise, I then narrowed it down. They're all published by the same institution. Experimental principles of sound field localization using forced sound signals, hypothetical effects of giant cultivation bubble, instantaneous pressure on sound fields, and this one, research on localization principles of special echo sounds based on the spatial signature frequencies. Holy shit, she is fucking smart for being so young. But everything is just a theory, and the current Science Council hasn't restarted any of these projects. Asimov's expression gradually darkens as he compares the main diagrams in the papers. Go to the Abyss Project Team's files. Tenebron? Rosa, having made the connection, lets out a hush gasp and rushes to another lab.
Tenebron. Commonly special frame?
Its research on Tenebron has a special energy source. The latest technology is already being applied, but during the recent project report, we discovered their application progress far exceeded what was presented. If it happened once, we could explain it as an accident, but when it happens the second time, something is up. Can the engineering force access surveillance footage around the Science Council? I need all the records before the day of the report, with a special focus on the ambient sounds.
Yes, I'll request access right away. How far back do you need?
At least 3 years. Before she can express her confusion, there's a knock on the door.
Forget it.
She stretches slowly, walks by Ishmael, who's entering the room, finds a corner to sit, and starts working. The Science Council doesn't have much time to comply with inspections from the prosecutor's office at the moment. Asimov remains focused on the stack of documents, refusing to even acknowledge Ishmael's presence.
I'm not here to represent the prosecutor's office.
Her gaze shifts to the white noise placed in the middle of the table, waiting to be examined. The device is classified as a special item. The report has reached the president, so it doesn't require any approval.
I apologize. You may not like me because of my identity, but I really am not here on behalf of the prosecutor's office. My frame can collect and reconstruct advanced data, so the military has asked me to help restore this device.
Ishmael pulls out a statement signed by Nikolai. So who's who's Ishmael under by? We know she's under by the control court, but who runs the control court? Is it Nikolai? Or is it President Hazen? Please. After receiving permission, Ishmael stands by the table, carefully examining the device named White Noise. It looks like a large data reader with several scratches from the battles, as it markings that don't belong to the current era. She reaches out, gently touching the base of the device with her fingertips. Dots of light shimmer as data slowly fades out as the pale blue rays showing the internal structure of the device.
So please.
Whoa!
What do you want to do?
I will. The girl looks up, her face tinged with both sorrow and determination. Okay, this is interesting.
You have no right to interfere with what must be prepared. I won't. Cause and effect.
Pale blue light flickers, tracing the device exterior and internal structure. A researcher on the side quickly takes photos, trying to figure out how it should be operated. That's quite impressive for a data collection and reconstruction device. Asimov looks at Ishmael, who responds with a smile. I'm done with the military's request. Is there anything else you need me for? Not at the moment. I'll send a formal request if necessary. Then I'll take my leave. After the researcher finishes documenting, Ishmael gestures politely before leaving the lab. Positioning device. Asimov's mind races as he studies the terminal's projection of the device's core components that Ishmael has disassembled. If Ishmael analyzes this right, and white noise is indeed a positioning device, then what he didn't say was the only condition to activate this device is to play that specific noise on the surveillance footage at the precise frequency while the device is powered. But if everything is normal, then why can't white noise activate again? Did this device actually teleport the Grey Ribbon Commandant to another location? The task force has searched every inch of the conservation area, but where is the Commandant? Teleportation was never achieved during the Golden Age, so where did this device come from? In other words, does this device locate only a geographical position? Here we go, episode 10. I do like how everyone's in a panic right now with all of this, and you know, I'm just out here on a date with Selena. A screen on a window in a department store by the streets rolls through recent news. National News Agency. According to the Fast International reports, on the 12th, Fast City Police stopped an earlier attack at the Montreal International Airport. The criminals were caught after the first wave of the attacks on the airport's network system. They were apprehended at the scene, and the airport operations were back in normal in just 2 hours. For more details, we turn to our special guest today, Mr. Antu, Commissioner from the United Government. This was an act of opposition against the New Earth Codex without a doubt, but it crossed the line, just like the earlier attack at the Dynasty Theater. Lock-in people were on a date? Oh yeah, we're on a date. Dandelion receives the store carrying a box of supplies. She rolls her eyes when she hears the news and almost stumbles when Jonathan bumps into her from behind. Oi, be careful. You're too close. Dandelion puts down the boxes and crosses her arms in frustration as the news continues to loop in the background. Apprehended at the scene. It didn't follow up at all. FOS and the virus only ran for 10 minutes before self-destructing.
Keep your voice down. We're in public. The news can give all the details to the public anyway. We don't even know what happened, but whatever it is, it's over.
Jonathan looks around cautiously, making sure no one is paying attention to them before whispering.
Whatever, it's fine as long as the FOS plans work. This morning, the United Government already started assessing security requirements for employees like us. After I sent in all your names, they gave us permission to change routes and request escort personnel.
Huh. Oh, right. What happened to that guy who upped FOS by creating a distraction at the airport?
He has proved for an acute stress disorder episode. The airport has even to compensate him. It won't affect his life.
I can't believe it actually worked. I'm impressed. It's nothing. The one who really made it work is something else. Also, these two NPCs are so much fun as well. They really are. I really do enjoy Jonathan and Dandelion. Jonathan stares straight ahead across the street. FOS and Iris lean against an SUV, taking inventory of their supplies. FOS is indeed incredible. Are you feeling jealous?
Who doesn't want to be a hero?
That's true. FOS was absolutely phenomenal during our airport operational. I didn't see it in person, but I bet it was just like something from a spy movie.
That wasn't the only time.
He instinctively touches the collar at his back of his neck. He will never forget the moment when FOS removed the listening device from there. Hey! Come on now, hey! We know we gotta be perceptive on that shit. Before the airport operation, with the operation approaching, Jonathan finds himself wide awake at night, thoughts racing rapidly in his mind. He keeps going through all the events, wondering if he really must get involved. From the eyes of someone involved, he can protect his own. How can he protect his own interest? According to law, never mind, no legal code was written for the situation. Knowing that he won't get any more sleep before dawn, he gets up to use the cold morning air to calm himself. I have a feeling he's gonna. Oh wait, never mind. He sorts through his jumbled thoughts as he walks against the morning breeze and accidentally wanders beyond the safety perimeter set by Iris. When a group of monsters just like that one in the theater appears, Jonathan realized that Luea will never let him off so easily. Help! Somebody help me! He strayed too far from the villa. At this distance, no one can hear his cries for help.
I'm going to die here.
As the monsters close in slowly on him, Jonathan's face shows nothing but despair. Move! Sharp gunshots ring out from the far end, drawing the monster's attention.
FOS! God, shit.
The weapons provided by Iris are more powerful, useful than expected. Although you can't kill the monsters, the shots are enough to keep them at bay.
Come on, let's go this way.
You grab Jonathan by the shoulders and sprint frantically in the opposite direction.
What are you doing here?
Later, now, we gotta go.
The guns can only scare the monsters, not kill them. You must stay alive until Iris has noticed that you and Jonathan are missing. You go around the outskirts of the forest, finally shaking off the monsters and making it back to the safety of the villa's shielded magnetic field just before Jonathan collapses. Jonathan's heart is pounding so violently that he feels like he's going to burst from his chest.
Why were you there so early?
Was everything FOS just said during the meeting just empty promises? With FOS, after knowing the full picture, also planning to escape? Strange emotions brew in him as he gestures the intention of a self-proclaimed mercenary with malice.
Where did you put that there?
Yesterday.
Impossible, really, just but yesterday.
You're right.
Why would you do that?
Because I actually don't trust any of you. In an unfamiliar situation, it's best to do whatever it takes to maintain control. This is one of the FOS's core teachings.
Yes, sir! Hey! If you don't know where you're at, you at least gotta try to get some type of boundary.
Why did you...
One afternoon was enough for me to learn everything I needed. The only information you needed was whether your partners had ill intention.
You casually crush the listening device and tuck it into your pouch.
You're not a mercenary.
It won't make any difference in this operation.
Then why? Why get involved at all? Why risk your life to save me? There's nothing in it for you.
I already gave you my reasons yesterday.
That wasn't just empty talk. Why would anyone get involved in such a terrible mess over such vague, abstract reasons?
They're not abstract, and I do have some connection to this incident. You can hide from the trouble for a while, but not forever. Once you know about something and you happen to have the power to help, you ought to do something.
Yes, sir! Ladies and gentlemen, on my board... I'm gonna turn this way. On my board, over here, I have a quote, and you all have seen it in my short films, but it's been a minute since I've seen it. It says, if you know better, you're obligated to do better. All right? If you know better, you're obligated to do better. That's basically the damn same damn thing as this. The currents of history rush everything along.
The currents of history rush everything along. If we let Luea do what she pleases today, it's Bane. Tomorrow, it'll be another city. Eventually, it'll affect us all. Enough talking. Rest some more, the sun's about to come up.
As Jonathan watches FOS walk away, he touches the phone in his pocket. The screen was left on the chat window.
Joe, I heard about what happened at Montreal Airport. They're getting more reckless. It's unfair for you to stay on this mission. I'm working on it.
Wait. Oh, that's not us.
Stay in the Frost City for a few more days. I'm doing my best to get you out of this assignment. Professor. Thank you for that, but I want to go to Bane. Jonathan. These people of Bane need help.
What?
Nothing. It's green. Let's go.
Hey, stop pushing. I'm carrying a ton of stuff here. I'm going. After Jonathan and Dandelion cross the street and finish loading supplies onto the off-road vehicle, they overhear the other two discussing the operation. It's a 4-day journey from Fast to Jompun. Jonton? How do you fucking say that? Jontun? I'm gonna say Jontun. Jontun.
the border of the city of Bane. It's a 4.5-day journey to the capital if you take this route.
What's our shift? Can Jonathan and Dandelion drive?
I can handle it.
You're going to drive for 4.5 days by yourself.
After she doesn't seem... Oh, wait.
Hold on. Is this mistype? Oh, okay.
After she doesn't seem like someone who chooses the fastest and most effective way, we have now added she probably doesn't know how to drive.
Iris winks playfully. Ever since you had a meal together, she's been increasingly casual with you. Hey, what can you say? Hey, we fucking got off screen, which is fucking annoying that we actually gonna get to see the date. Oh well, but it is what it is.
Well, it's kind of true.
I'm a construct. Operating continuously for days isn't a problem when it's just driving. Plus, we'll be taking breaks. If we're just driving, why don't you stay on guard instead?
Sure. Let me check if we got all of our personal items. If not...
You slide into the passenger seat, catch one glance at the city, and buckle up your seatbelt. Also, road trip? Yeah, I guess.
Come on, let's go.
The main stretch of the route is Bane, cuts through the highlands and lush vegetation. It's the rainy season and gentle drizzle persist. On the way, you meet a traveler going to the opposite direction, stranded with a flat tire. You offer to help when the traveler yells you about the road ahead. He even marks a few notable points on your map and gives you a pack of energy candies. Hey! She's driving the whip! She's driving the whip! Back in the car, you glance at the two sleeping in the back before turning to Iris and whispering.
Route 02 has mudslides and landslides. We'll have to take the other route.
Okay.
Route 04 doesn't seem to have any supply points, but there is an abandoned service area.
It's like taking your kids on a road trip. They're the kids sleeping. It would usually be me driving and Selena be the one giving me directions, but it's the opposite this time. So it's a road trip. We got the kids sleeping.
Route 04 doesn't have any supply points, but there is an abandoned service area. The guy earlier marked it on our map.
Okay.
Do you want some candy?
All right. But I need to keep my hands on the wheel.
Oh, look at her. You know, it's okay to have one hand on the steering wheel. I do that all the time sometimes. You good? I can feed you. Or I can feed you them.
How about I feed you them?
Iris keeps her eyes fixed on the road ahead without moving, as if nothing had happened. Yeah! Come on, pick it up! Hey, I done told you! We're on a game, we're on a game 3! We're gonna bring this series back! You hold the candy to Iris' lips.
Thank you.
Her lowered voice, muffled by the candy, sounds lazy like the rain outside. Dandelion mumbles something from the back seat and shifts her body. Both you and Iris reach for the speaker volume control at the same time. Your fingertips touch, eyes meet, and you laugh. The upbeat music stops, leaving only the sound of heavy rain.
I thought your hands were full.
They were full earlier.
Hell yeah! Her serious tone carries a hint of chuckle she can't quite unhide.
Do you want to take a nap?
I promise to help keep watch.
Then let's chat for a while.
Sure. Like what?
Like your interests, your kind of music you like, and what you enjoy doing.
I'd like to ask you those questions too.
You don't have the answers. Do you not know yourself well?
Wait, hold on. You don't have the answers. Do you not know yourself well? Oh.
No. I want you to answer these questions.
Sure, I'll tell you. However many times you want.
Oh, Selena, Iris, what did you just say?
Oh, nothing. I got candy stuck in my teeth.
Your casual conversation flows into the curtain of rain falling among the highland trees as the vehicle rolls forward. We're the parents and the other two are the kids. Pretty much. That's what we are. As night falls, the four of you arrive safely in the abandoned service area on the Highland Route 04. It was originally just a supply point, but after the route was built, it was expanded into the service area. The service area had the potential to develop into a small settlement, but the United Government peace operation changed everything. When the Highland Route fell into the size, many points along the way declined as well. Iris parks the vehicle on a spot with clear visibility where you can act quickly if anything happens. You help the others set up their tents. I had no idea there's so much to pitching a tent. I thought you could just hammer a couple of stakes anywhere and call it a day. It ain't that simple, Dandelion. It's not that simple. I've been camping before. It is not that simple.
That would have given you all sorts of trouble at night.
Thanks for all the hard work. Jonathan and I will take care of dinner. We can't let you two do everything. Oh, by the way, where's Iris?
She's probably just walking around.
You sound a bit strange. Jonathan, it's time to make dinner!
I should have brought 2 boxes of instant meals.
We're not in a rush now. Why don't we reward ourselves for some good food? We'll treat this as a vacation. Jonathan sighs, setting aside the contract that he was drafting. He shrugs to himself before reluctantly trudging over to start the fire. This is like a family trip. She's like the she's like the daughter giving everyone orders. He's like the brother that doesn't want to do shit but will do it when it needs to be. We got Selena who's out just kind of doing some strolling. We got me being the mediator right now.
If this were a real vacation, I would have brought a guard who doubles as a translator and a driver who can cook.
Then you must have learned quite a few skills, right?
Do you think that was the point?
Their casual conversation fades as you walk to the edge of the camp, setting up the makeshift security devices assembled from the components you brought earlier. After you're done, you take out a map and head toward the spot you pointed out to Iris earlier when you were parking. Alright, we rebound pretty well. We're on the game form now. We're on game 4. We're on home. We're on away turf. We gotta capitalize on this if we go see her. Come on! Come on! Let me fucking win this game 4! Let me take it to game 5! You go around some abandoned buildings and past a few rows of trees before your view suddenly opens. Before you is a massive of rusty platform surrounded by moss-covered items. An old weather piano stands silently to one side. Iris stands by the piano, her fingertips gently tracing the keys. She gazes at the tilted steel frame behind the platform that were probably supports for the stage backdrops. You pause in front of the platform and speak from a distance.
That person on the road said today, when Route 04 was first established years ago, they held celebrations in the service area.
That's why you chose this route.
The main reason was the landslide on Route 2.
Iris turns around and looks at you with oppressed lips. Can you give me a different reason? Oh, I sure can.
Because you probably haven't taken a break for a long time. If you'd rather not, we can also...
FOS? Iris interrupts you.
Yeah?
Would you be my audience?
Absolutely.
Hey! You find an abandoned chair among the objects nearby. She carefully wipes it and sits down with proper posture. The first performer is light itself. It appears from behind Iris. Oh, wait. These parts are so much fun. It's Menalic as well if you know what's going on. I don't know. Should I know what's going on? Should I know what's going on or no?
The first performer, it's light itself. It appears behind Iris and shines on the lush foliage, making it look like night has only just descended. Next to the stage is music. It rises from the aged yet powerful keys and the crisp notes echoing from the corners of the stage, elegant and graceful.
Hey!
Then, with flowing garments and dancing fingers, she moves like an iris flower swaying in the evening breeze, exquisite and soft. As her dress rises and falls, the tenderness I have yearned for fills my heart, and the thin barrier between me disappears.
I mean, you kind of know what's going on already. Are we talking about like, Nora and all that? Like with Nora trying to do something, and like us having this kind of moment of peace. Your troubled thoughts vanish, and Ira's silhouette seems to be moving in slow motion. This might be more than just a mission. It may be a pleasant journey to be savored.
All the beautiful things have just come into blossom. All the romantic stories still have time to unfold gradually.
Okay. Now, if I do this chapter, will I be at a good stopping point? Because I think we're almost 50% now. We're past 50%. We'll do this chapter and we're going to see where we are from there. We're going to do this chapter and we're going to go from there. I don't remember what the episode was. Episode 11, but I don't remember the actual name of the chapter. Okay, here we go. People cherish beautiful moments because they are fleeting, like unliking the trivial events of daily life. As the sun rises on the horizon, I think note 13-14 is the stopping point. Okay, good to know. I don't know which ones. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do 13. We'll get to 13, then we'll see what we got to go from there. All right. As the sun rises on the horizon, this journey approaches its end. Standing on the hillside with the binoculars, you see a city that looks more like a town on the edge of Maine in the distance.
Let me note down the supply list first. Try to get everything within 1 or 2 hours after entering the city.
Shouldn't we rest for the night? I think FOS is worried about Nora Luea making the first move. Jotun's City is almost a day's drive from the capital. Would she set up an ambush there?
She may not set up an ambush, but she'll definitely have scouts in the area.
The possibility stands. Nora Luea doesn't know which route will take to Maine, so she might send scouts all the border cities.
That's a lot of effort. I've really reached the top of her hit list.
Anyway, we should keep our visit short. Let's hit the road as soon as we get our supplies. I'm afraid we'll all have to stay another night in the wilderness.
It's okay. I'm already used to it. Now, grab your list and let's move out.
Having finished gathering the supplies and picking up some extra desserts, you leave the market and head back for the car. Just when you're about to call Iris over to try some treats, you freeze with your hand in the air as you approach the window, the words stuck in your throat. Ah, hey, we got some treats. We're gonna have some with a girl. But why are we stuck? What are we looking at? Oh, she finally sleeping. Hey, you let the woman sleep. You do not wake her up. You let her sleep. All right? You do not wake her up. 1, you're gonna get a mad woman if you do that. 2, you let her sleep. You take care of the rest. In the amber glow of the dusk and the tree shadows dancing, she lies asleep in the driver's seat. Her left hand is in an unnatural position, and her slightly furrowed brows give a hint of distress. You can't hear her breathing through the window, but the irregular rise and fall of her chest shows her distress. After she doesn't seem like someone who cheers the fastest and most. Oh wait, what about that part? Yep.
Is she tired from driving the 4 days straight?
The absurd thought surfaces in your mind only to be quickly dismissed. She's a construct with regular rest. She could drive continuously for 40 days without even showing any signs of fatigue. Oh, yes. Okay, read this part already?
What is making Iris doze off is probably the countless 4-day stretch she's endured day and night. Beyond my knowledge.
With a sigh, you set down the supplies and use the phone you got in the fast to send Jonathan a message. You press your hands against the car window, and after hesitating, you take out the keys. I think the scene name is Pity for a Tired Man, one of my personal favorites arts. Pity for a Tired Man. Really? Oh, I fucking hate when my hand gets like that when I'm sleeping in the car. Like when I would sleep in the car, my hand would be so fucking awkward, and then when I woke up, it'd be like hurting, and then it'd be numb. It'd be like asleep. A pity for the tired man. I'm gonna look that up. Hold up. A pity for the tired man art. Oh, there's different artworks. Never mind. Ah, interesting. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the in-game art. Never mind. I see what I see what you're talking about now. I really like the artwork. Is just really good. The artwork in this chapter has really stepped it up, and it's really good. Probably not on the web, but it's in your game gallery. Okay, yeah. Once I reread your thing and once I put the two together, I was like, oh, you're talking about the game. All right, here we go. You open the door with the least possible movement, unfasten the seatbelt, and lift Iris from the driver's seat. Hey, Princess Carrie, that's the way to do it. Iris' reaction makes you think she woke up, because a construct's senses are far beyond of that of humans. You can't tell whether Iris is truly exhausted, or if there's something else, but to your surprise, she stays unusually calm in your arms, even her furrowed brow noticeably relaxing. You carefully place her in the back seat, then lean against the closed door, gazing out the evening glow on the horizon.
Iris. How long have you...
Come on, Iris. Jonathan and Dandelion see the sleeping Iris and move more quietly. Dandelion sneaks into the back seat, while Jonathan gently opens the passenger door. You take the driver's seat, and after a short pause, pour a cup of warm water and pass it to Dandelion.
Please put it next to her.
Okay.
You adjust the sun visor and rearrange the shopping bags in the car to shield the sleeping Iris from the last traces of sunlight, then start the engine. The car drives into the sunset. Soon, both Jonathan and Dandelion fall asleep, leaving only the gentle vibration of the vehicle in your senses. Hey, well, you know what? This is something that I realized. I would say a long time ago. When you're able to have people fall asleep, around you, it means, to me at least, it shows that these people, that they trust you enough that they can just fall asleep, and they trust that you look after them. So anytime when I'm driving with the family and I see them fall asleep, it's like, hey, you know what? I gotta make sure they're good. I gotta make sure that this car stays steady, make sure that we get home safe. We don't rush to get anywhere we're going to go. Just make sure they're comfortable, make sure the music's not too loud, and just focus on the driving, making sure that they're good. That's something that I've noticed. Like whenever I'm driving with the family or any of that, and I'm the one driving, I make sure that the drive is as smooth as it can go, as peaceful it can go, so that way if they fall asleep, they know that they're in good hands. That's something that I've noticed, and that's something that I take looking into a lot more. It doesn't even have to be driving. It could be anywhere. It could be like you could be with a group of friends and you see them sleeping around or sleeping, not sleeping around. It's the same thing for me when I had get-togethers with the guys, or when I went to parties. I'd be like the last one to fall asleep because everyone else would be passing out, but I would be making sure everyone got blankets, everyone's comfortable, everyone's like, I clean up around the place. So, I guess that's just the mom in me, making sure everyone's good. I'm like the mom of the group, and I get that from my ma, and I bless my mom for allowing me to have that. So that's basically what this reminds me of. All right, here we go. You drive for a while until the candy in your mouth dissolves. Just as you're about to get another, an unwrapped candy appears on your lips. I'm sorry, what? An unwrapped candy appears on your lips. A pair of arms wrap around your neck from behind. Yeah! Come on! Come on! Hey, what's game 4 in the bag right there? We're on game 5. We're on game 5. The same applies to cats or other pets too, I suppose. Yeah, like when my sister's dog, he's a scaredy little cat, but he falls asleep. He falls asleep all the time next to me, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I gotta make sure that I don't move as much. But yeah, I do believe it's the same thing with pets as well. I do believe that too. But this is a fucking win. This is a win. All right, that's a huge win.
You can sleep more, Selena or Iris.
Who carried me to the back seat? Her voice still sounds drowsy. Iris leans forward, resting her head on your shoulders, and her eyelids are half drawn. Oh!
Dandelion did.
I should have woken up ages ago. Dandelion might look gentle, but she was always been rather rough.
She blows softly against your earlobe playfully. Her breath and gentle warmth. Holy shit! Oh my goodness, she getting in there. She going deep in her bag. Oh my goodness, she posted me up. She posted me up. Oh my goodness, backing me down. She backing me down to the basket. Oh my goodness. Drowsiness creeps up with her melody. She lets out a yawn. Pull over.
It's fine. I can still.
Pull over. I want to get on and stretch my legs.
Iris buries her head back between her arms, making her voice sound muffled.
It's getting dark.
Sure.
I think she's the one playing the game now. Oh yeah, she's the one. She don't take control of this stuff. After parking by the car, you get out. Iris stretches, notices you watching her, and smiles with a playful wink. Oh my goodness, bro. After setting up the security devices, you walk with Iris toward a nearby hill blooming with flowers. Show me an art. Show me an art. Please show me an art. Yes, sir! To the moon!
Nights are short during summer. Let's meet before night if we can make it at dawn.
Iris gathers some iris flowers, gently breathing in their scent.
Do you like the sunset?
I do.
I like it too. Sunset always gives rise to a tapestry of emotions.
That is true.
Many of my inspirations and reminiscences happen all this time.
Hello, I think you hear Lucia sharpening her sword. Well, in the story that I'm at, I haven't said anything about. I haven't confessed nothing to her. I'm still a single man. So I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out what I want. I can only have one. I can't have them all. I can only have one. So it's like, hold on now, Lucia. I'm still trying to figure out what I want. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good weekend. You're just in time. I'm getting my soul is getting filled up from this chapter. I really do enjoy this chapter. Again, I can see why people may not like this chapter because it is catering toward more of like the relationship between us, right? Because you all know that they were hyping it up between Isla and Selena. But I mean, you know what? They do it for a reason, and even if people don't like it, like it's still a good read regardless. I still like this chapter a lot. I haven't seen anything of the sort, but I just know people, like I said, I know people either like it or hate it, but I really am enjoying this. And even if the story don't make sense, I still enjoy it. Maybe Luna as well. Yeah, Luna would probably be sharpening her stuff as well. Why did you stutter? Lucia might find it suspicious. Nah, hey, we don't stutter. We don't stutter. Wait, we don't stutter. We stay. We double down on this. We double down on it. All right, hold on. Let's finish this. Let's finish this episode here. Come on, come on. Iris tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. It's like slowly approaching a destined end, one where we can only welcome and never escape. FOS, do you miss home?
Do I miss home? Yeah, of course. But do not worry. I'll help you defeat Enora Luea. Then, you'll finally be free from this long mission.
I know you will. Iris breaks into a gentle smile. She straightens up slightly and, intertwines her fingers. You immediately understand and sit beside her on the grass. Together, you watch as the sunset fades into the distance. Suddenly, you feel a weight on your shoulder. Iris is leaning against you, her breathing soft and steady. Selena and Skika go way back. I believe it was you who said that they were like pen pals. They were like pen buddies. Now, at the time, I didn't know what the fuck that was because I've never heard of that term before. But I ended up looking it up. It's pen pals, basically meaning that you write letters to each other, but you actually never met. So I do know we got a little bit of history with her, which is very nice to see. And like I said, I can't wait to do the short film once I get the full grasp of everything, because I gotta do once we do this main chapter, we gotta react to her music video, and we also gotta react to the short animated short film if they have it, and then we gotta do her wedding story, and then I can do the short film because I want to get all aspects of this before we do anything. So all right, here we go. She has fallen asleep in the end. Hey, like I said, it's the same thing. It's like I told y'all. When people trust you, when people fall asleep, they trust you enough to know that you gonna keep them, you gonna look after them. When people fall asleep and you don't care, they know that they trust you. Oh no, you do not make movements. You do not make movements. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not make movements. All right? And this goes with relationships. This goes with pets too. If they sleeping, like if you cuddling and your arm gonna fall asleep, boy, you do not move. You do not move. I had to not move. I had to not move my arm one time when my ex was with me and she was right here. My arm was falling asleep. I'm like, well, fuck me. I can't fall asleep here. I can't move. I'm gonna have to have a dead arm for a little bit. And then she moved, and then I was able to move. But you do not move. You remain still. You remain still. And when they move, is when you make your move. So when they get out, that's when you kind of make your adjustments. Befriending with celebrities, even though a lot of girls around his waist. And they were pen pals. Remember the earlier scene when she finds a bunch of empty letters, instinctively start writing? Our body remembers even when our mind forgets. Yes. I 100% agree. Our body remembers when our mind forgets. That's why whenever if you look at if you look at people like first responders or stuff, yes, they go to their training, but their body moves before they're even thinking about it. That's how it is for me too. You know, when something happens with the family and something like that, my body's already moving. My body's moving before my mind's even processing. Like, oof. Yeah, like when something happens with the family, it's instinct, second nature. My body's moving already. My body's already ready to move before my mind's even made up. Because you get that hyper focus. It's like, we gotta go. Here we go. You watch as the sunlight, slowly resides from her face.
Good night, Iris.
Hell yeah. Okay, now, is this a good stopping point? Or do we need to keep going? Ooh, we get to use her too. So, but it also says midpoint. It also says midpoint. But I want to know, is this a good stopping point? Or do I need to get to 13 or 14? 1 or 2 more nodes? Okay. We'll try to shoot for 14. That way when I go to stream Tuesday, I can finish the main story. I can react to the everything that I need to react to. And then I can go into her wedding story immediately after. So I think that's what we'll probably do. We'll try to get to the 1 or 2 nodes, so that way we're at a good spot for next stream. And then we move from there. All right, here we go. Episode 12, midpoint. Inside the vintage room with its elegant furnishing, soft night lights glow, watching over the person sleeping on the bed. Iris rubs her forehead and sits up from under the covers. Outside the window, the sky is pitch black with no hint of dawn. It's the first time she's had a deep sleep in a long time. She sits cross-legged, Jesus. Oh my God! She sits cross-legged on the bed, hugging her blanket, staring out the window as she slowly untangles her thoughts. The 4 of them arrived safely in Bane's capital last night, thanks to the conductor's various identities. Not only Luea, but even the United Government cannot trace them. For now, the United Government only knows from the schedule that Jonathan must have entered the country, but nobody knows his exact location. At this thought, Iris smiles and slowly lies back down. It's so nice. She touches her shoulder, gently tracing the patterns painted there with her fingertips. Uh-huh. To have you by my side. Hold on! Whoa! Hold on! We on the... Hold on! Whoa! Hold on now. Whoa! We got 3 scenarios here. Either 1, we in the bed with her. 2, we are on front of the bed on the couch. Or 3, we are nowhere in that room. A detailed action plan that leaves the room for error, always setting up everything one step ahead, just like when we fought side by side in the past. Lost in her thoughts, Iris begins to envision scenes of their future together. After that, a word that promises something beautiful is followed by the reality that chills to one of the bone. I think I saw Alpha jumping on the roof. Oh man. After this comes the final step. They can hide all they want, but Jonathan must eventually contact the local government. In the moment he appears in public, Eleanor Luea Replica will come for him. Defeat Eleanor Luea Replica and send the conductor away before Eleanor Luea arrives. That's the destined future for the 2 of them. Hold on. Defeat Eleanor Luea's Replica and send the conductor away before Eleanor Luea arrives. That's the destined future for the 2 of them. Now, where are you going to be? I thought you'd come with me. For her and the conductor, there is no after. Well, hold on now. There never was. What do you mean? Whoa. Hold on now. Whoa. Hold on now. What you mean by that? Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. You can't just be putting those words out. Defeat Eleanor Luea's Replica and send the conductor away before Eleanor Luea arrives. That's the destined future for the 2 of them, okay? For her and the conductor, there is no after. There never was. Hold on now. I'm gonna keep reading this shit. The smile on Iris' lips fades as her gaze sharpens, clearing away the dreamy haze. Don't lose yourself in dreams. Iris, fate has shown you mercy with its last tenderness. This is already a blessing you never dared wish for. Oh, wow! Hold on now! Hold on now. That is the if you know what's going on I mentioned. I really don't want to. I don't want to think that that's true. I really don't want to believe that's true. Hold on now. Iris whispers as she raises to her feet. Determined, fatigue vanishes from her expression as she begins to dress and get ready. You can try to connect the dots. I mean, I think I... Oh my goodness, you look good. With her back to the window, Iris ties her hair for the first light appears. Softly illuminating the room, her gaze falls on the letter by the bed. Her movements are slow. A thought flashes through her mind. Should I write a letter to conductor before saying goodbye? Her fingertips brush against the letter as reason and emotions clash within her. A letter to reveal my true identity, or to keep it a secret and just say goodbye. Reason stands at her left with a stern warning. You've sacrificed so much. Wasn't it all for the conductor's safety? If you create more complications and something goes wrong, how would you live with the consequences? Emotion stands at her right, tugging at her hair. Nothing will go wrong. You've sacrificed so much. Don't you deserve a place in the conductor's heart? Or to leave a tiny trace? Can you live without it? Hold on, she gonna fucking sacrifice herself here? Hold on, hold on now, are you sacrificing yourself here? While she caught in the conflict, another doubt surfaces. If she were to write, how should I sign it? Should she write as Selena or Iris? A very faint knock on the door interrupts her.
Iris, are you awake?
Sorry, FOS. Please give me a moment.
Dang, she looks fight all night. All right, all night nonstop. I mean, staring at her. I don't have any dirty thoughts. Oh gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are respectable here. We are gentlemen here. We are gentlemen. We are gentlemen here. Iris' body relaxes after responding. She closes her eyes and slowly exhales. When she opens them again, there's no hesitation in her gaze. She'll just have to leave one line for the conductor without being seen. This is her little secret indulgence in her final solace. The night gale signs at dawn, roses burn, moonlight hides. Though the journey has reached its end, royal blue ink in her characteristically delicate handwriting, she takes one last look at the letter before leaving at once.
Sorry, I wanted to let you rest. I wanted to let you all rest a bit more. But Jonathan needs to report to the local government soon. Based on our current intel, here's what I'm thinking.
After rambling on for a while, you finally notice Iris isn't responding. You look up to see her staring at you, motionless.
Iris?
In the dawn that clings to time, in the mirror where farewells are whispered. Motherfucker, we're losing her. God damn it! Oh, fuck! Oh, you know what? Oh, should have seen it coming. Should have seen it coming. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Son of a bitch. Alright. Time to steal our resolve, ladies and gentlemen. Time to steal our resolve. This is where, hey, this is where we gotta be strong here. Alright. Well, we know she's dying. We know she's dying. I got, motherfucker. God damn it. Alright. Let's roll with it. Iris's gaze remains fixed. She makes no attempt to explain herself, only offering a faint smile. I am listening. Please continue.
Alright. Here's what I'm thinking.
Tucking a strand of her hair behind her ear, Iris's gaze grows increasingly tense as she stares at the person before her, as if trying to burn their image into her eyes. For my love, please forgive me. Damn. For my love, please don't be sad. That's tough. Son of a bitch. Well, god damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. Standing across from the City Hall Plaza, Jonathan nervously clutches the terms of the agreement as he hurriedly drafted overnight. The signing of the new Earth Codex is an overnight process. It requires many teams to negotiate for days or weeks. In some extreme cases, it may just take months just to establish the general direction, followed by the years of implementation. Today, however, the terms of the agreement in Jonathan's hands, or in his actions, will determine whether Bane is going to begin his process, or more importantly, with what the attitude to approach. Jonathan resorts to his usual habit to boost his confidence and takes a deep breath. Chill out. Dandelion's voice suddenly appears in his ear as she straightens Jonathan's collar. Iris and FOS will take care of everything. We'll take care of everything. Just focus on your task. Don't worry. Sure. Jonathan nods slowly but seriously. He takes out his phone and walks forward. This is the dedicated line for Bane. Hello, As you watch Jonathan walk away, your hands resting on your holster quietly flicks the safety off. Hell yeah, hey, you gotta be ready.
When will Honora Loea get here?
Soon, but it'll be different from before. Honora Loea can first time with her domain intact if she's fully prepared, so...
Before she can finish, a familiar white noise pierces your ears, followed immediately by the white mist coming out of nowhere.
Dandelion, get out of here now!
Dandelion bolts for the exit without responding or looking back. A stage suddenly materializes. Oh shit, we're just going straight into it. Okay, let's do it.
The structure is completely identical.
No!
Area-wide rewind, perhaps. Or maybe...
Oh wait.
all the levers are disabled. I need to find the control center.
Okay, we're back here. Interesting, we're back here again.
Some kind of audio recorder. All the notes are damaged. Do I need to play the corresponding melody? I recognize this song.
Hey, yeah, okay. Voices of Spring. Oh, this song. Double, bump, 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 bump. Hell yeah.
Thankfully, my skills haven't grown rusty.
Well, looky there.
The control center should be this way.
Bum, 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 bum. What are we doing?
Additional defenses. Looks like I'm heading in the right direction.
Hey, get out of here.
I'm out of time. The overture is done. Time for the main movement. After this song.
Oh! Oh my goodness.
Something a bit of more.
Damn it, I meant to press 1. Oh well.
A bold, defiant balloon.
Oh yeah, we back at it again. Come on.
Time for the main movement.
I really do enjoy her white and black hair like that.
This decor feels more like a club. What is she hiding?
Okay, don't know what that one's about. There we go. Oh yeah. Whee! Forgot we can jump.
What's this? A hidden room.
Ah. Okay. Let's see. What's behind door number 1?
like this is the place.
Let's see. Behind door number 2.
Should be all set now. I should head back to where I started.
You tell me we gotta go all the way back there? Every time I see Selena interactions with Gigan, it's so nice to be. It's so nice to the point I feel like us players don't deserve her. She is she's very precious. She's very precious.
It's working properly now.
Hell yeah. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. Okay. Now we come back down here. She look good, bro. She looks so good. I really like her design. Medium points. I feel like we're gonna be fighting here in a minute. Like the cut, like the camera movement. Yep, that's what I thought.
I'd have liked a more ceremonious opening. You know.
Oh!
Looks like I still need practice. Yeah. The overture is done.
That was good.
The main movement. Offer this song. Go, conductor. Let me handle the.
Oh, that's a new one. That's a new. Oh, I never saw that old.
Yeah. Toss in a bit of modulation.
God damn, I meant to press the other one.
The overture is done. Time for the main movement.
You always come up with solutions quickly when encountering theater accidents.
Ooh, I like the accent.
Good. That's what makes a proper artist.
Luya, what's done is done.
That's what you think, Iris. This is not over yet!
Correcting the score. Ignite the overture.
I like the music. From the new world. Come on now. Let's work. Oh, JKL? Okay. Hi, I like this. This is cool. Yo, this is fucking fun. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna get hit with copyright on this fucking music, but that's fine. Oh shit!
Make your exit.
Is this even doing anything to her? There we go.
A bold, defiant balloon.
So that's how it is. I'll come for you again, Iris.
Interesting. Ooh, cutscene? Hey, yo. Ooh.
Conductor.
Oh, did we finally remember?
It's finally over. And now, we just need its call. And you can go home.
What about you, Iris?
I too have somewhere I belong. It always comes back to farewells.
What do you mean?
Don't look so sad.
No.
A lot of people are waiting for you.
But what about you?
Before we part ways again, we still have a bit of time.
Hold on. I'm gonna read what you guys were saying. Every time rhythm games now, my PGR had some glitch earlier. I can't farm any shards because the attempts are gone. I logged in with a different device. Suddenly, attempts are there. Oh, that's weird. That was interesting. Selena's always the interactive audio setup, kind of like it. Yeah. Wait. Selena always with interactive audio. Oh, okay. You talking about the voicing? Yes. All right, here we go. Massive buildings shatter and dissipate like mirages all over and turn into white mist as the opera is approaching its finale. You arrive with Iris at the theater's edge and cross the boundary between reality and illusion. A brilliant twilight descends once more. You see a visibly excited crowd exiting City Hall, and Jonathan at the center. Dandelion is actually adjusting him to the side. The two turn in your direction with the grave expressions. They freeze for a moment when they see you and Iris, then break into smiles and wave their arms.
Looks like things went smoothly over there, too.
Iris stays silent, exhales deeply, then breaks into a soft laugh. Hey, I know everyone's excited, but this is just the first step, folks. The first step! We still have a lot to prepare. Try to calm down, please. I need to check with my team first. Jonathan quietly quiets the crowd and walks over with Dandelion.
I pat Jonathan on the shoulder. Impressive. Are you done with the signing?
It's not that simple. We're still a long way off from actually signing the New Earth Codex. Right now, Bane has only expressed interest in the idea. I'm afraid I'll be staying here for the next few months. We still need multiple rounds of negotiations, reviews, and signatures. Just the preliminary consultations for a treaty will take a full week, but it's already a very promising start. Jonathan looks like Iris as he speaks. His expression suddenly changes, like he remembers something. It's over, though, right? Iris is amused by Jonathan's action. She presses her lips together, exchanges a glance with you, and gives you a serious answer. Yes, it's over. Bane has chosen a side, and the general direction is set. It's no longer something Luea can change with a few attacks. From now on, we don't have to worry about your safety. Thank goodness. Huh? Really, I thought in the beginning you told me that it's only over after the formal signing of the Codex. Don't we have one more week? Iris pauses for a split second without being noticed and dismisses Dandelion's claim with nonchalance. Things don't always go as planned, and besides, isn't the treaty signing process started tonight? Yes, thanks to our preparations, Bane is quite satisfied with with the attitude shown by the United Government. As a gesture of goodwill for our concessions of uncertain terms, they're hosting an evening reception at the Yuquan Hotel for our delegation, symbolizing the official start of the treaty signing process. Once this news is made public, it seems that Bane is announcing their position to the entire international community. Come with me, please. Without any of you, I could have never accomplished any of this.
If you say so.
Your last shed of hesitation vanishes when you meet Iris's gaze. Before we part, there's still a bit of time. Then, Jonathan's eyes do. Oh, that's what that was? Shit! Fuck! Have fun with the bag. God damn it, we're going to game 7. Son of a bitch. Jonathan's eyes dart between you and Iris. Something clicks and he grabs in the line and leaves with a knowing smile. Huh? What are you? Thank you. What's a wingman right there? He got. I shot the 3. It bounced off. He got the rebound. Put that shit back. Hell yeah. Jonathan, looking out for me. Hey, good looking out, fool. Good looking out, fool. I'll see you tonight. Dandelion and I will wait for you at the hotel. Artist, give your voice a proper makeover. It's on me.
You... FOS. Would you accept my invitation?
You feign annoyance with a small huff as Aris extends her hand, but ultimately holding it.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. The festive marketplace is lined with promotional signs for sales, discounts, and free gifts. You stroll into several clothing stores, patiently standing like a mannequin while Iris takes her time shopping. You give her a helpless look before Iris finally notices your expression. She holds down a laugh as she calls over a click to pay.
I'll take all of these, plus the one FOS is wearing now. Everything together. Here, go change.
You take your own clothes from Iris and enter the fitting room. Come on now, we gonna put this shit on. When you come out, you notice she's carrying several shopping bags. Oh no! Wait, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you take them bags from the lady. You take them bags for the lady. It don't matter how much you got or however they are. You take them bags from her.
Should we go next? Where should we go next?
We're done. Let's head back. You reach out to take the bags from her, not understanding what she means. Hell yeah, hey, we are gentlemen. We are gentlemen.
But didn't you say that these weren't suitable?
I just wanted to fulfill a little wish of mine. I know you wouldn't be comfortable wearing these, and just take them home. As she speaks, Iris steps back a little to look at you up and down.
This outfit definitely suits you better. You look more lively in this.
What are we wearing? Street clothes, or are we wearing professional stuff?
And it gives me a peace of mind. Excuse me, thank you for shopping here. Here are your cards and receipt. It's a small gift for spending a certain amount. The Count Long New Year is coming up.
The clerk smiles and hands another elegant little bag to Iris.
Happy New Year in advance. Oh, thanks.
I hope Jonathan doesn't have a heart attack over this.
Oh damn, we must have spent some money. Iris accepts the item with a smile and gives you a meaningful wink.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not planning to ask him for reimbursement because I definitely wouldn't want to buy you clothes in his name.
Oh, she bought this with her own money? Holy shit, she got the bag. As you exit the store, she immediately opens a gift from the shop and holds it up to her face with delight.
What is it?
Sparklers. Some traditions in Maine are strangely similar to Cal Long. Before,
Iris suddenly mumbles her words as if she said something sensitive.
I learned about them while studying cultural geography, but I've never actually tried them before.
Show me art.
Damn it, I thought we were gonna see an art.
With a flick of her fingers, brilliant colors burst from the tip of the sparkler. Iris holds up the sparkling light, her pupils glowing even brighter in the colorful glow. Something stirs as blur figures throughout your memories. It feels like something is about to surface.
So.
Your empty hand reaches out but finds nothing. There's barely a step between you. Iris doesn't notice your actions as she twirls the sparkler, drawing line after line in the air. Yeah, we're starting to notice now. I'm so glad that we finally decided to be like, oh, wait a minute.
What are you writing?
I'm not telling you.
As one sparkler burns out, she quickly lights another and repeats the same shape as before. Poppin' P.
Bobbin P. Selena.
She wants to connect these two names together, and in her heart, even if only for the brief flicker of the sparkler's light. It rained earlier, leaving shallow puddles across the ground that reflect the setting sun, making the scene all more brilliant. Yo! Okay! Yay! Iris crouches down, silently watching the sparkler flicker reflection in the puddle.
It's almost out.
The sun is about to sink below the horizon, and in this dream, stolen from the weave of time, is about to end.
It's getting dark.
Iris.
Yeah?
Which timeline do you actually belong to?
Iris doesn't answer, nor does she look up. She continues to gaze at her own reflection in the puddle.
Is this information under also confidentiality protocols?
Do you want to come find me?
You bet your ass I do. Come on, give me the answer. Give me a fucking yes.
You can't. We are too far apart. It's like going from the very top line of a musical staff to the very bottom. The distance from 1 to 5 in terms of time is already very long.
Then,
If you want to contact me, just write me letters.
Iris smiles at the reflection, but ripples suddenly disturb the puddle, hiding her expression.
I'll write to you, and maybe someday, our letters will bridge space and time, allowing us to meet again. I just hope you won't find me annoying. I write about lots and lots of trivial things.
Nope, never. I will never. Never. Nope, never.
that's not an option.
You sit with Iris in silence, watching the flicker burn. Okay, we're on what, episode 13 now? Turnaround? Is this... Okay, we'll do 13, and I believe this will take us to where we need to be. Branching timelines, a prison, forgotten memories. The Grand Hall Hotel gleams with brilliant decorations. A banner celebrating with signing ceremony hangs in the center. This is probably it. Okay. All right. Cool. This will take us to the end of the stream then. All right. The Grand Hotel gleams with brilliant decorations. A banner celebrating the signing ceremony hangs at the center. Photographers bustle about the record and event from various angles. Glasses clink and lights dance as the crowd chatters fills the hall with lively buzz. Jonathan, the man of the hour, breaks and basks the attention as people gather around him. Dandelion stands by him with a slightly stiff smile. You thought you and Iris would go unnoticed, but... Here's my business card if it was. Iris, please do give my proposal some thought.
I will.
You take the card off of things and find an excuse to leave the social hub with Iris.
Ooh, they're so enthusiastic. Rather unexpected.
Really? I actually think catching attention is quite normal for people liking us. The United Government has been making way too many waves, attracting all sorts of opposition. Every delegation of the New Era Codex has met trouble to varying degree. So escorting the key delegation quietly into Bane's capital was no small feat.
Iris looks at you with admiration in her eyes.
Dandelion told me that among these meeting with Jonathan, only one person had a sour expression, Bane's border security chief. Care for a drink to celebrate our success?
Naturally.
You barely taken a sip where someone gazes falls on you, forcing you to pause and give a polite nod.
There are too many eyes on us.
Just as you finish speaking, an announcement echoes throughout the hall. Iris suddenly pauses with her arms still linked with yours. Hey!
If you're uncomfortable here, shall we step outside for a bit?
Oh, okay.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You walk next to Iris through the cloud to a higher floor. The city sparkles with lights beneath the night sky, like awakened dreams too timid for daylight. Your gaze falls upon the streets below, covered in irregular shadows. At every intersection, travelers hesitate, uncertain whether they should cross the ravines before them. Yo! Hell yeah! Iris sits at the edge of the rooftop. An evening breeze weaves through her long hair. Her fair face bears the faintest blush, and luminous gazing between motionless as she contemplates the play of the moonlight and shadow below. I like how her hand is right here and ours is kind of like on her side right now. I do like that. You look away from the city, but before you can turn around, a warm, soft touch lands on your left hand, resting at your side.
Can you tell me your real name, FOS?
Come on, let me do it. Give me it. Your instincts as a commandant tell you to stay silent, but the moment Iris speaks, emotion overrides reason. You don't question why she doubts your name, nor wonder why she's chosen this moment to ask.
Poppin' P.
Poppin' P. I love your name. Ah! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Man, why is she gonna die, man? Why is she gonna die? Son of a bitch! It's so beautiful. A name is the key. A right. A promise from its owner. It holds one past and future, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. She could finally speak the syllables that have lingered in her dreams without causing suspicion. Poppin' P. So she says it once more. The syllables dance in her tongue with the rhythmic of poetry. Her fingers tighten around yours as she turns around, her eyes kindling with a faint trace of emotion. Oh, so our arms are touching. Are they? No, they can't be. Hold up. I guess, yeah. Resting at my side. Yeah, okay. I'll always remember. A whispered confession. Iris had thought all her desires were shredded by the blade of restraint the moment she made that decision, then buried the ashes in the endless cycle that followed. But now, the scattered ashes break free, tearing out her consciousness, desperate to be voiced. Only when she looks back does she realize at the start that they've turned into shackles of thorns. Iris' teeth begin to chatter. She's panicking. Her mind betrays her body, but what of her body herself? What cannot stay will slip away, and the closer you reach, the deeper you fall. Let's go, Papa P. Finally, Iris lowers her eyes to avoid eye contact before speaking again. Thank you for your help throughout this journey. She takes out the cord she got from today's battle. Its once dim markings are now overflowing with the deep blue that represents Iris.
Iris.
Hush. Oh man, this is where we say goodbyes. Wispy white mist begins to surge as Iris presses a finger on her lips. Poppin', please. Please don't say anything. Whoa. White noise grows louder as the finger presses against her lip, applies more pressure. You break free from it and try to say something, but everything your eyes can see suddenly becomes shrouded in mist. Iris! You reach out trying to find her, but are lost in the white mist. Commandant? Someone seems to be calling out.
Isla!
The white mist gradually dissipates and someone unexpectedly comes into view. Anomaly detected! Initiating alert mode! Wait! Commandant? It's the Commandant! The sound of weapons being put away rings through the silent mist. You feel like you're breaking through a dream as people rush to your side. Beginning vital sign verification. Preparing to collect biological data. Notify Babylonia. The Commandant has returned. You focus your mind again. This is the warehouse of Conservation Area 221, where you last fought with Luea. After a quick identification verification, the isolation is lifted and Nyla dashes into the warehouse, now a little more than rubble after the battle. Commandant! We've been looking for you for so long. Where did that mech take you?
It was a very far away place. Luckily, everything is resolved now.
Resolved? Oh, that's good. Oh, right, I think Asmo discovered something. A streak of dark blue appears at the edge of your vision.
Wait, those are...
Isn't that why we came here, Commandant? Are you okay? Isla turns around in confusion, a frame of being transported by several uniformed Babylon personnel behind her. Immediately, you see the frame silhouette. Commandant? Your heart stops briefly before it starts racing. An overwhelming sense of unease envelops your entire being. No, it's just thinking of how to explain it.
No, that's not right. It shouldn't be like this.
Oh shit, we finally remember now. You instinctively lick your dry, cracked lips.
Iris?
Your consciousness begins to jumble as your breathing quickens. Commandant, what's wrong?
I
Too many questions crowd your mind at once. You open your mouth, but the words are catching in your throat, and you stay silent. Just then, your terminal chimes with a notification after reconnecting with the network. Oh shit, it's from Ishmael. Okay, now, do I need to keep going from this? Or is that it? Is this a good stopping point? Or do I need to do 14 in order to be at that true stopping point? Because if we go here, we'll probably end it here. Just now is okay. Okay, well we'll leave it like this then. All right, we're gonna leave it like this. I would say now it's fine. Okay, cool. Then this will be our stopping point for today. Tuesday then we will be finishing Selena's chapter. If you go for 14, might as well finish the whole chapter. As much as I would like to, I gotta stop by the stores and get some food and change my oil today. So I won't be able to, as much as I would like to do it today, I can't today. I got some things I gotta take care of, and then I gotta get straight into working on content on the back end. So we gonna finish it Tuesday, because I'll be ready to roll on Tuesday. But we're gonna finish it Tuesday, and then we're gonna do the we're gonna watch the music video. Then we're going to watch the animated short if they have one. And then we're also going to do her wedding coding. We have to do her wedding coding too. Because after I do the wedding coding, that's when I'll be able to work on the short film. Because I want to get all pieces jumbled together. That way I'm ready to go. If you don't mind me asking, are you going with the main story after this or with Vera's story? Now, typically how I usually do this is I go by patches. So if Vera's next, then I go with Vera. Let me look. Login interface. Yeah, so it would technically go Selena, then Jateve, then Vera. That's punishing the Devil May Cry stuff. Then it's Bianca. Then it's Discord. Then I believe it's main story, and then I believe it's Veronica. But I also know that you all know this more than I do, so I'm gonna go off your judgment. Would it be better for me to just move to the main story and then do the floating records, or hop between the floating record and then main story, and then floating record again and then main story? I typically would just go by patchwork. So it'd be Jateve next, and then it would go to Vera, and then it would go to main story again, and then floating record again, main story, and then floating record again. But what do you all think? Should I continue? Should I stick with that, or does you can hop between? Okay, then we'll hop between then. We'll go between then. So after Selena's chapter and her wedding coding, we'll be doing Jateve's story. Now, mind you, I've never played Driver Matrix, so I'm just going to be watching a YouTube video on it because I'm not about to be playing that. That's going to take way too fucking long because I want to get into this. So we're going to be doing that, and then we'll be doing Jateve. And then from there, it is Vera's story. And then after that is Bianca's story. And then after that is Discord story. Oh. Then it's main story again. And then it would be Veronica's story. It would be a waste to rush the whole thing. Yeah, I don't want to waste. I don't want to rush it. I want to get everything done. I want to try to get this all done by the time winter hits. By the time winter hits, I should be caught up with everything. And that includes the new Liv's new chapter when that does come out. I don't know if it's a main story or a floating record. Either way, it'll still get done. But I'm hoping to get everything done by winter. By the time winter hits, I should be caught up with everything. I should be ready to roll for everything. Bavaria, you need the arcade anime story from Gamut. Well, not really, but needed because the story starts from the ending of that. Okay. Well then what I could do then is I could do it off stream. Then. That way I have a little bit of knowledge going into it. Like knowledge. So I guess I could go from that if I want to. But you need a bunch of other story for context for Vera chapter. Do I really? What all do I need? What all do I need to understand Vera's chapter? What all do I need to know? Or what all do I need? You want to interludes and arcade anima? Well, let me check and see if I've done. Let me see. Okay, I've done hers. That was with Lloyd. So Lloyd's part is done. That's not what I meant to click on. Nope, it was very good. God damn it! I meant to do. There we go. There. I got the 4. I got the chapter 4 on hers. So if you really want that, you need the affection story on Vera's Dream, Olive plus Arcadia Anima. Okay. So I'm almost done with this one. So then if I wanted to, I could read these. I could read this and then read Arcadia Anima off stream as well. That way when I do her story, I'm ready to go. That's not going to take as long. I'm willing to do that one because that's not going to take as long as fucking doing Derive of Matrix. Derive of Matrix would probably take me a whole fucking week. That would take me a whole week. That would take me more than a week. That would take me a lot longer than I thought than it would need to be. And I don't want to do that. I just want to go in and have fun with it. So. Oh god, I gotta use the restroom out of the wazoo. But we're gonna stick here, we're gonna hold out. So, okay. That's the plan. That is the plan, ladies and gentlemen, for future would be doing all of that. But we made really good headway on Selena's chapter. I'm very, very excited to see how it's gonna end. There ain't no way we just end it like that. There ain't no fucking way we just be like, all right, we did it. We beat the boss, and now you're back in your time. Ain't no fucking way it's gonna end like that. No, it's gotta. We haven't even seen the boss fight. I'm like, no way, that's not the boss fight. So, yep. Short of it is Rosen affection, Garnet Arcadium, and then Sparks to Wildfire. Wait. What about her other? What about the? I forgot her actual name of the frame. What is she? A dark? No, she's fire. What about Guevar? What about the Guevar? Is the Guevar? Should I do the Guevar affection story after her main story? Nah. Okay. Well, then I guess that's not related. Oh, it's not related? Okay. Well, then I'm still going to read it just because it's voiced. Because very nice. Her new frame affection you play after Wildfire. Okay. I'll play after Wildfire. It's kind of like alternative editing. Oh, okay. Well, we'll still give it a read. But yeah, okay. So I guess if I want to do that, then I guess I'll probably do that. I could do it tomorrow. I could either do it tomorrow or sometime next week. Just finish off her affection story and then read the Arcadia Anima, and then we're good to go there. And then for, like I said, for Jitebe, I'll just read Survivor Matrix on YouTube, and I'll still see all the splash arts on there, and that should be very nice to make though. So okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to keep you guys here any more longer than needed. I thank you all so much for being here. We made really good headway. Again, we will be finishing Selena's chapter Tuesday. And after that, I will be working on the short film once it's all said and done. Anything else I'm missing? Oh, if you want to join the Discord, it isn't linked in my YouTube channel. You do not have to. I'm not going to force that on you. It's just something if you want to chat with me outside of streaming. If you want to chat with me outside of streaming, talk about stuff outside of streaming, hey, I'm right there with y'all. Let's see what else. I believe that's everything that I at least wanted to talk about. So the art at the end of Arcade is peak. Ooh, good to know. So all right, well, it looks like I got some things to look forward to. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a busy day ahead of me. I gotta get ready to roll. So I thank you all so much for being here. I will see you all Saturday night, 7 p.m. We will be finishing Selena's chapter story and then doing the reactions to whatever else is needed there, and then her wedding story. Until then, I hope you guys all have a good weekend. You all be safe. Enjoy your time. And I'll see you all Tuesday night. Have a good one, everyone. I'm out.